Good evening, friends. What is up? Hey, Silver Mike. I am happy to see you saxing out. How is everybody? Hope you're doing well. I am doing fantastic. I'm doing so good. Today was my last day of work, and it's over. And that's really all I needed. That's all I wanted. Not only that, though, today was my older daughter's birthday. She just turned 9. Oh man, we let her pick lunch. She picked, yeah, hey Fury Fighter. By the way, thank you so much. I got notification of your gift, but Steam is being stupid right now and not letting me redeem it. So I think I probably need to restart Steam after the stream, and then I'll be able to grab it. But thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Yeah, so we let her pick lunch. She picked Burger City Grill. I was super happy about that. We let her pick out some birthday balloons for herself. We let her open some of her presents. Because, you know, today's her birthday. In 2 days, it's Christmas, right? So we don't want to deprive her of the experience of having a birthday. Because I know I had a friend whose birthday was Christmas Eve, and he said it was the worst fucking thing ever. When I was in college, so we definitely didn't want to do that to her. So, but we do kind of get all of her presents together, and we put them all under the tree, and then on her birthday, we let her pick out a couple to open. But she definitely gets more than her sister because it's Christmas and birthday presents together, so it all works out. Your birthday is right before Halloween, so is my younger daughter's. My younger daughter's birthday is October 25th. So, but fortunately, I don't know. Was that tough for you, Kruger? Even though it's not really like a gift-giving holiday. Hey, Lodro High, good to see you. Also, Lodro High, thank you once again for organizing January Community Night. You guys want to vote? Actually, if you have the link to the poll for that, you might want to throw it up in chat. Go ahead and let people grab it from there. God, I keep distracting myself with other things I'm talking about. It varied from year to year. Sometimes you'd have to have a theme party. Other times it was fine. Okay. Well, at least you weren't totally stuck. Yeah, my friend in college, his birthday was like Christmas Eve. Just hated it. He hated his birthday because it was never a thing for him and his family. So yeah, we didn't want her to end up that way. So. Yeah, we let her pick dinner, too. We had some nice croquettes my wife made, and then we stuffed ourselves with chocolate mousse cheesecake. I almost made myself sick, but fortunately, I have enough wine here to finish the job, so good. Hey, Hieronymus. I hope everyone and their loved ones are having a safe, happy week. Remember, Oddish, after buying shit from Superman, get a foot back. Thank you. I'll pass that on. I'll let my daughter know the internet wishes her a happy birthday. But yeah, man, today's has been fantastic. I'm so happy to be done with work for the year. Those of you that are in Discord know I bought a shit ton of games today. I've been sitting on a wish list that's been more than 100 items for years, and I was finally over and done with it. So I bought like a couple dozen games that I've been wanting to get. I've genuinely been wanting to get for like years and years and years. It's like yes, Fury Fighter. I have to say yes because you did something nice for me. Yes. No, this is a pretty good one. Hey, Mr. Goodbites, what's up? Good timing. You're just about to check this out yourself. This is our second night of this, but this game is fantastic. I am super loving this so far. So, and we're still pretty early on. I don't think it'll be hard to catch up with what's going on, but I would absolutely recommend it at this point. Yours is like 500, tend to wish list everything. A lot of DLC on there too. I always tried to be selective in what I put on my wish list. I didn't want it. Yeah, Hieronymus is just trying to break Steam with his, which I think is a noble goal in and of itself. I always tried to be very selective, and I never wanted to push it much past 100. But it was also like there was a bunch of stuff on there that I'd left on there that I was never going to buy. And there's a bunch of stuff on there that I kept putting off and kept putting off and kept putting off. And frankly, if we can be honest here for a moment, Y'all have been so generous with subscriptions and bits and stuff. All that money is kind of in its own compartment. All right, I don't need that money to live off of. It's not part of our family budget. That is like stream community money, which is why I can just whenever you guys nominate and vote up a game, if I don't have it, I can just grab it now. I totally have that freedom. So all those games that I picked up today came directly from y'all's generosity, and even then, it was only a fraction of the war chest we have for channel shenanigans. So I cannot thank you guys enough for all of your support. It is insanely generous of you. I'm sure it could be going to better causes, but I really appreciate it. I wish this is tiny because you don't know what the fuck games you want on PC. Just wish list things that look cool. Like, I feel like wish lists are probably best used as reminders of games that look neat, but you would otherwise forget about until they go on sale. Maybe Baking finally get a crazy net game for stream. It could happen. It could very well happen. A lot of the time we'll see something neat in wishlist. Yeah, exactly, Kruger. Yeah, and that's what I want to do now. So like, I bought up a bunch of stuff that I knew I wanted. I cleared out a bunch of stuff I knew I was never gonna buy, and I'm left with a wish list of like 52 games, and like half of those are unreleased. So I feel much better about the way it's organized now. But yeah, if those of you that are in Discord, if you want to pass through the feedback channel, I posted all the games that I got in there. You can let me know there if there are games that I just picked up that you'd like to see for streams. Already, it sounds like we're going to do a Wilmot's Warehouse stream in the near future, because I've been wanting to play that game super bad, and several people expressed interest in that. So. Trying to decide between Doom Eternal and the Master Chief Collection for one of your big purchases in this sale. Hey, Bacon. Hearty steel butt a lion to you too. Bought a brush set, more paints than the last board game. Oh, nice, Fury Fighter. That sounds like a good, well-rounded time. Between Doom Eternal and Master Chief Collection, I have to assume Master Chief Collection is probably going to be like more content if you're a Halo fan. I'm not, personally, so I'm going to pick up Doom Eternal eventually. It's just I'm going to have to carve out some time to actually play it. A lot of the stuff that I just picked up I think will fit into nice little short sessions around streams for me, or will be good fits for streams themselves. Never played Halo back then, so it might actually be worth it then. It might be worth a try. Bet your wish list could be twice as large if you wish listed games with nudity or sexuality tags. I keep getting. I didn't turn those off. I did not turn off the anime or porn games on Steam, and I am constantly. Steam is constantly reminding me that Futanari game just came out. I'm not gonna explain what it is if Steam hasn't accosted you with it, but yeah. Makes an adventure every time I go to the front page now. Don't read into that, alright? It's purely coincidence. When you buy your PC from your friend, he gives you Monster Hunter World Monster Girl. Oh my god. Did they not know, Fury? That's amazing. Dev wishlisted it. Banning the anime tag was the best decision you ever made. Oh, he knew. Alright, priority 1. I'm not going to forget about the foot bath thing. Actually, you know what? Let's go do the foot bath thing right now, in fact. That is going to now become priority 1. We'll check out the foot bath, and then we're going to talk to Yuri, because Yuri has a lot to answer for. Hey, now, you're an all-star. I mean, depending on your feeling towards, well, let's not mince words, hentai games, banning the anime tag might just be a sacrifice people are willing to make, regardless of their feelings about anime as a whole. Silver Mike. Saw a screenshot of somebody going, why is this on the top seller list on the Steam forum? One of the devs responding, we sold over 6,000 copies in response. Yeah, I mean, good for them. They've identified a niche that needs to be filled. And apparently they're filling it very effectively. See, she's into it. An oasis in this tropical heat. Yes, we're gonna splurge on blood crystals for a foot bath.
The investigator is here.
Yes, I am. The water in paradise is good. Feet feel lighter. Must be the mountain water.
That's strange.
Hey, I do feel a lot lighter on my feet. This is strange.
What the hell?
Feels like I could. It feels like I could double jump, hop right over these walls. What the fuck? These islands are weird. Oh my god, I took a foot bath and unlocked double jumping. Oh my god. I mean, it's not like huge or anything, but this is... Wait. Okay, it's not really... You don't get air control either. So it's just gonna keep you going in the direct... Oh man, if it gave you air control, that would have been bonkers. I know, Silver Mike. I know, Silver Mike. I kind of feel like I kind of feel like the long-term lesson of my streaming career is just always listen to Char. You know when you boot a PC and it has a picture, you change out Hatsune Miku's... Oh. Oh my god. Saving money to buy Shitora and yourself Diablo 3 on your Switches because oh, that'll be fun. That should be a lot of fun. I told you guys this before. Honestly, I really liked Diablo 3 before the expansion fixed everything. I always thought it was a really good game. I totally understand it wasn't what everybody was looking for. He seems kind of angry to see me. Diablo on Switch is fun, Soldier on the system. Always, yep. I'm learning, Hieronymus. I'm getting there eventually. I mean, I'd still much rather play Grim Dawn or Path of Exile, but Diablo 3 is good for what it is. She doesn't want to min-max, so I mean that should be fun. Yeah, exactly, yeah. Diablo 3 is like the low barrier to entry game. ARPG. There's no other game where you made the games cost back and more. Alright, so to recap for everybody. We are part of a sort of, immortal demigod group called the Syndicate, who is attempting to build a perfect island to worship lost ancient gods from space. To do this, we kidnap thousands of humans, stick them on a constructed island, and see if it works out or not. It never works out. We're currently on the 24th island in this sequence. And it was overrun by demons, so it had to be shut down. They started making a 25th island, and apparently it exists, and some of the demigods have already moved over. But before everyone could finish on this island and move over to the next, the council, the head of the syndicate, was all killed. So our character was brought out of exile to find out what happened. This guy, we haven't talked to this dude yet. This is our first time speaking to him since we've come out of exile. But we've discovered that he's had access to the library, like the syndicate library on the island, and possibly had access to books on demonology and demon summoning around the same time that there was a big demon summoning incident. So, high suspicions for this guy. I feel like Diablo 3 is better for I've got 30 minutes to kill sessions. I think you're right, Kruger. I think so. The release Diablo 3 is so good if you min-max, it's Invincible Death God. Current season Diablo 3 has some buck-wild stuff going on. Guaranteed sets give you like 200 times damage. That's pretty cool. You're the famous investigation freak.
Sure.
I don't believe we've ever met before. Secretary to the architect and the fairy woman's handler. Lydia's handler. What if they're conspiring together? Born in the marble chambers on island sequence 15 under the sign of Dire Rose. Yuri is new to the syndicate and has quickly risen through the ranks.
Pathetic.
Damn, dude. I can't believe in our darkest hour that Judge called on you.
Thank you.
You're a charmer.
What business is it of yours?
I'm not here to make friends, freak. Evidently.
You don't know me.
I don't like sarcasm, freak.
Sure.
I understand your secretary to architect Carmelina and Lydia's handler during her fairy woman duties.
Oh, so pathetic.
Care more about the adult game tag, don't shit your pants in Steam game. Did you manage to deduce that? I think I'm making a few other deductions about you, as it happens.
What?
And what might those be?
Oh, I'm glad to be back.
I was raised better than that.
Freak?
Don't put too much faith in how you're raised, freak. It can hold you back.
Got it.
You broke free, did you?
Worthless.
My parents were cowards. I'm not. It's not a big mystery to solve.
What do you want, freak?
This guy's a dick. Jesus. Let's get to
Crime is
business.
repulsive.
No mention of grieving for our loss?
Don't make me laugh.
Grieving is a sign of weakness.
Insufferable.
I said let's get to business. Stop dragging this out. What a piece of shit. Do you believe Henry did this?
Insufferable.
What an insufferable question.
Yes.
Of course he did it. The Grand Marshal has him in custody. Oh, that's right. With the death of Flash, so too will come the death of Don't Shit Your Pants. Are you guys gonna be okay? Have you learned your lessons well enough to carry on without it? No suspicions of anyone
Don't be
else?
snide with me.
The islands are full of schemers. You know that. Want to drop anyone in it, Yuri? Dish the dirt on someone?
What?
Fine.
Who?
Who's got a motive to kill the council, Yuri?
Worthless.
Killer's in a cell waiting to be executed. Let's say he isn't the killer. He is. It's a thought experiment, Yuri. Play along. If Henry didn't kill the council, who else has motive?
How dare you?
Fine, I'll play along. Yuri looks like a Kaneko character. You should investigate Crimson.
What the hell?
What the hell? You gave that name up pretty easily.
Freak?
I've had my suspicions for a
Why?
while. Why?
Don't make me laugh.
Something sits wrong with her. Why did she get blessed? What would stop her wanting more power now that she's blessed? Just too smug.
That's strange.
Speaking of smug, seems
The
tenuous.
investigation.
You're the investigation freak. Investigate. Your alibi.
Where?
Where were you last night? I was directing the fairy woman all night. From where? Here in the celebratory gardens.
The
You often work in the
investigator is
gardens?
here.
Insufferable.
My work last night didn't require a desk, and the gardens are beautiful when an island is ending. Any proof?
Freak.
No, freak. The gardens aren't covered by logs, unlike the HQ.
Crime cannot hide.
Give me your phone, Yuri.
What?
What?
Got it.
I need to verify your location last night. You would have been making calls with it if you were directing Lydia.
No.
I'm under no obligation to give you my phone. I have important work to do with it.
Got it.
Not until I've finished my important work, you don't.
The investigator is here.
I have jurisdiction here. I'm the investigator Judge called on. You are obliged to assist my investigation, or I will haul you in front of Judge for obstruction. If you don't give me your phone, I will also assume that you have something to hide.
You've got nothing on me.
Do you got any games on your phone, Yuri? Fine, whatever. That wasn't so hard, was it? Just do what you need to do and bring it back. I just need to use the comms tower to verify the location of any calls made from this phone, then you can have it back after the trial. Nice. What do you know about KHX's disappearance?
Huh.
He hasn't been seen for a few days, probably sleeping off a hangover. He was one of your old drinking crew, wasn't he?
Don't test me.
I really don't like these little audio interjections. Like, the more I hear them, the more irritating they're getting. Come on, Automod.
No.
I can only work with what I have. If he doesn't want to be picked up by the fairy woman, I can't help it. He's his own man.
That's strange.
No concern or empathy?
Don't make me laugh.
Bangopter, I don't know how you expect us to have conversations without being able to use the term waifu. What's up, Cold Rolled Steel? How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. What do you want from me? I can't care about everybody. It's exhausting. Tell me about Crimson.
Insufferable.
The traitorous idol. Traitorous?
What are you talking about?
She peddles her secrets and destabilizes the syndicate.
I'm glad to be back.
You worried she's got something on you?
Don't make me laugh.
It's a dude called Yuri Knight. Pretty sure it fits. Fury. It's so innocuous. Has she got a motive for killing the council? She has her own secrets I'm sure she isn't happy about people knowing.
Don't be naive.
She wants to play soldiers again. She won't accept her new role and wants to run around with a sword and gun fighting demons. If the next island is perfect, there won't be any more demonic invasions. I think she's trying to destabilize the island so she can have another go at playing soldier. Interesting. Cry. You sure this isn't just about her blessing?
Huh?
What about it?
Got it.
You're jealous.
Don't be snide with me.
Your deductive skills have let you down, freak.
Sure.
I don't think they have. Man, we got a lot of stuff we can ask him about. Have you ever visited the library vaults? From time to time. For work or personal use?
Freak.
What does it matter? I'm chasing some leads. The vault contains forbidden texts about demonology. A demon is purported to have possessed a citizen and murdered the council.
What business is it of yours?
It also contains other books. I'm the architect's secretary. She occasionally requires records and texts for her work. So you didn't take books on demonology?
Nonsense.
Do the words demonology and architecture sound the same to you, freak? What do you know about the second holy seal? We don't know about the seals, freak. That's the point. Ever worn a space helmet, Yuri? If I did this, would it mean anything to you? Why would I wear a space helmet? To get through the second seal. Never been through it, freak.
Paradise feels wrong.
A space helmet was discovered surrounded by pink petals that look like they came from your hat. That is the most tenuous thing I've ever heard. You're grasping at straws. Not convinced. Did you see the architect last night?
Worthless.
I saw the architect before I started my duties with the fairy woman. You should ask her about the time of the murder, though. I was here. This is a weird question to be asking unprompted. Did you see the doctor last night? He said he was in his clinic. Ask him, not me. Did you see Witness to the End last night? I am aware the architect planned to visit him last night. You can check with her. How do you know?
Pathetic.
I'm the architect's assistant. I arrange her appointments and make sure that she can carry out her work without being obstructed by anyone else on this island. I feel like throwing out freak over and over is the smartest thing to do against a law enforcement official. I think... Two to be, dude, thank you so much for subscribing. I really appreciate that. Yeah, I think that's her, like, I think that's a self-selected title. Like, I think she actually, like, considers herself an investigation freak. However, Yuri is definitely using it in a derogatory way. So, I think Lady Love Dies just doesn't care. How you doing, 2-to-be? It's good to see you. Yeah, it's just one of those things you have to pick up over the course of the game. I mean, I was curious from the onset if Lady Love Dies was her whole name or if part of that was her title. Apparently, Lady is an actual title of hers. Love Dies is her name. Do you know anything about the murder of the martial guards outside of the council building? I don't know anything, investigator. I wasn't there. I think we're done with this dude. I don't really want to hang out with this guy, but I don't see anything wrong with getting our relationship up. Got time to chat, Yuri?
What do you want, freak?
You weren't part of the syndicate before I was exiled.
What?
Is that a statement or question? Question. Then phrase it like a question.
What the hell?
You're serious? Is that a statement, or this guy is a real piece of shit, and I'm regretting this immediately? What's your history with the Syndicate?
Worthless.
I was born to low-ranking Syndicate members, barely footnotes in our history. They say children naturally rebel against their parents. I am evidence. They were content to wallow in obscurity, and now I am a secretary to the architect.
No.
No, thank you.
What the hell?
Sorry? I'm not interested in talking to you about myself anymore.
Goodbye, freak.
This has been delightful.
Technically, relationship increased. May you see through a million eyes, and may you reach the moon. He at least gives the standard parting. All right. Yeah, that dude was a real piece of work. All right. So let's review our notes here. We got some potential leads. We need to find out what third holy seal is. But to do that, we have to get through the second seal. We don't know anything about the fourth seal. There may be a Starlight upgrade jammed in a broken vending machine in a warehouse. I know where that is, but I think we have to find more vending machines. So we can talk to, Dead something. Dead Nebula, I think? Why was Lydia's knife found below the council penthouse? Tire marks on top of the council building. There's only one person on the island who owns a car. Marshal barracks are assist. Okay, so we need to talk to Grand Marshal Akiko. We really need to talk to Lydia and Akiko. We need to find somewhere to verify Yuri's phone records. We need to talk to Akiko. We need to talk to Henry. We need to talk to Crimson. We super need to talk to Lydia. I talked to Carmelina. I thought I had already confirmed. Oh, I guess I have to confirm that... I have to use the building logs to confirm witness was in his apartment to verify Carmelina's alibi as well. If I had that much of my torso exposed, I'd be a little more polite. We need to track down KHX. Investigate the dead zone. Investigate that back door to Doom Jazz's clinic. Oh, there was a ghost that was searching for an object. The Holy Seal Marshals. Okay, so it wasn't the right marshals. Interesting. Second Holy Seal. Oh yeah, and we met One Last Kiss at the end of Monday's stream. We need to figure out what her deal is. Does anyone redeem points to change Austin's desktop to this beach Corgo background? No. No, they haven't. You have to find it, though. You have to give me a link to it. I have a lot of relics. Alright. So... Lydia... Hang on, where can I find Lydia? Lydia's way over here. Akiko's way over there. Okay, so I guess we want to keep heading in this weirdly direction. Alright, the ghost... Ghost said he lost this thing in a garden near the apartments. I wonder if that's around here. We did already search this area, I thought. What is this? Rose in the Rain Residences, luxury apartments for the Syndicate. I used to live in a place like this, happily. Doesn't really appear to be anything down this way. The ladder up the roof, we've been up there. We need Starlight upgrades so we can start hacking more of these things. Oh, hey. I got new music. Lady Blue. Remember how her lipstick looked on the TV? And his lipstick. Divine. I love those two. Late nights were better back then. Very nice. What's anything down there? I probably should have gone over that side, but whatever. Duke and Walters. You got your refund. Nice. Very nice. Always a bit of a relief, isn't it? I guess we'll go ahead and unlock this. Warmth of the moon, starlight skin. Gate, ladder. I guess this is how we want to get across here. Wait. There's quite a few things down here, in fact. Absurd message stones obtained. Stones painted by children before they go to the slaughter ritual. They make wishes for their next life. Citizens don't have a next life. That's insanely grim. What's this all about? It's Akiko. Love dies. We have the suspect in custody. You are not necessary. So why are you calling? I am under orders to cooperate with you. Nenoricito? Who's giving you your orders? The judge has assumed authority while this crisis is resolved. Haven't you been briefed? Are you just wandering around without a clue? We have a suspect that was found with the murder weapon. He has motive and history. He was found with the council's blood in his stomach. We're not making a super collider here. Henry broke free, tore through the prison bridge, breached the holy seals, and murdered the council. Case closed, investigator. I hope that this is as simple as it appears. Hans, are we the vaporwave baddies? The suspect is back under inhibitor sedation. Inhibitor sedation? What the hell language is she speaking? Inhibitors are injected into him to keep him sedated. Go ask Doom Jazz if you want to know more. I'm guarding the suspect at the Desolation Cell on the Rock if you need to speak to me again. The control panel to raise the bridge has been updated to accept your blood vial. Only I have access to the prison, but Judge ordered me to authorize you. The bridge across the prison is on the South Beach. Goodbye. Very unnecessarily aggressive there. Any other neat stuff hanging around on the... Come on. Ooh. It's a rather grim-looking fish. Probably not. Ugh. Anyone who gets mad at me for doing the job I was brought here to do, I'm just gonna assume, like, they're the bad guy. That they were somehow involved in this bullshit. Alright. So there's a gate here. What's up here? Buy my drink! Descriptive river power station schedule obtained. The work schedule for the river power station. The station helps distribute energy from the reality folding drive. So we're just out here folding up reality, huh? Oh my god, it's gonna be so much easier to get stuff now that I can double jump. There's something blue over there. What's this? Okay, I just did something. Very descriptive, I know. Why do you suppose people leave blood crystals just everywhere? It's supposed to be money, right? Browse cold, refreshing drinks. Give me a C3. Lost mountain water. Beautifully clear water once obtained from a well on an ancient mountain. The mountain was lost millennia ago. The water has never tasted the same since. Interesting. Interesting. How is it that the state of the mountain affects the flavor of the water? I wonder if this is the way to the prison? Hang on, I want this. Mainly because... Oh! I think this was to open this. But I didn't need to, because I can double jump. Got mountain water that doesn't come from a mountain, a bottle of Arrowhead. Last dance. You spun me around. I want to last forever. We were roller skating. I wanted to never take them off. The setting sun sparkled on the ocean. By the way, I got a coupon today for the Paradise Killer art book. Apparently, they just released it yesterday, and the coupon that they're giving, I guess, all the game owners is 90% off. So I'm gonna pick it up. Because I think that's going to make it like 60 cents or something silly like that. What is this? Paradise Island 249th Annual Worship Date with Crimson Acid Competition. Find a winning ring pull on a can of Dead Nebula's new Acid's favorite premium beer and win a worship date with your favorite idol. Terms and conditions apply. Yeah. We'll definitely take a look at it on stream after we finish the game. Too bad they aren't releasing the OST to a mini disc. What's this? Glistening stone obtained. A small but bright stone. Looking at it makes the world around you fade away, and you can hear distant memories imprinted on the stone by the wearer. This one is full of happiness. Is that what Ghost Guy was talking about? What flavor is that? You might be able to win. The acid one. I mean, we're buying every drink we can find. Each machine only seems to have one drink. Cool melon. Slightly sweet melon-flavored soda. Best enjoyed on a summer's day under a tree. Fearing the last drop and having to return it for whatever it was you were doing. I can identify with that. Whenever I take a snack break from work, there's always that that wish that you can just keep snacking away and never actually return to what you were doing. Alright, let's piss some blood all over this. And that gotta say Silent Goat carving. Carving about the first god, Silent Goat. Was the first god evolved man had contact with, sometimes known as the first for this reason. Captured outside the city of Mahoda Ending in India, tortured in the crystal caves, became aware of the syndicate and gifted them his power, killing himself. Piss blood, get tablet. It's like an extra grim version of Duke Nukem. Questionable donation obtained. Citizens sometimes throw coins into fountains for luck. Luck doesn't exist. That is more than most people with piss blood get. Fascinating grasshopper obtained. Some people get very obsessive about grasshoppers. Your guess is as good as mine, folks. So despite spending blood crystals on literally everything we found so far, I'm still up 26 blood crystals, so. What these little faucets are for? If they're for anything at all. Oh yeah. Gotta catch them all. Is this? Okay, I made it back to the Syndicate apartments. Ah! Up. The crystals are also used for the fast travel system. Yes, so it would have to be... Oh. They have to give you enough blood crystals so that you can use them willy-nilly. But it is really quite a wealth of them. People just throwing this shit away. I like the textures of this game, lots of sweet masonry. Jesus Christ. Well, I guess the citizens aren't really going to be using their blood crystals anymore. Another phone over here. Verdant Starlight. Garbage man making bank? It's your demon buddy up there. It's also a nice pop in too. There's something else over here. Resonant photo of a man obtained. Sadness drips from this photo. Wonderful crystallized tears. When the moon shimmers, the right mix of intense sadness and anger may cause tears to crystallize as they fall. Don't judge me, I appreciate pretty brickwork. I mean, it does require a distinct degree of artistry. I guess this was locked from the outside, or from the inside. Heard something's making scrambly noises. I think it's up here. I'm so glad items make noise in this game. It makes them so much easier to find. I actually hear two. Driving me a bit nutty. Okay, there's one, and here's the other. Okay. That didn't work out. So apparently you got a straight shot it in there. Double jump isn't going to help too much. Oh, you got crouch down. If you actually want to get in there. Alright. Guess we can keep climbing. This one's locked from the other side. Interesting. Man, I love all the navigating in this game. It's really cool. Oh, I just took another way up. Alright, there's a crystal up on top of the taller building. There's a crystal and our demon buddy. And then here is how we get in this room. Oh. Malicious secretive cassette. The Syndicate monitor all phone calls so citizens record messages for each other on cassette tapes. Not very trusting. See you back there. You know what I like? Long walks on the beach? Something on the beach, if you know what I'm saying. I was going to say knives. I like knives. I like knife crime. A good stab. An excellent slash. You put a knife in the right hand and you can change the world. Let's see, he's a real charmer, that one. Alright. I'm going to jump off of here. The question is, where will that do me the most good? Actually, I want to get up there. I think I skipped that particular... Man, there's a lot to explore. Jesus. Look, there's that asshole up on top of that scaffolding. Good talk, Dick, little demon. Cool story. Alright, we're gonna just kind of... Oh, God. Okay. Okay, double jumping makes me feel better. This is gonna make me a bit dizzy, though. So we'll just alternate. Here's some. There's something very close. That was right here. Makes me wonder if there's an achievement for finding all the blood crystals in the game. Like that's supposed to stop me. Hey, buddy. Sometimes I just feel defeated, you know? How do you pick yourself back up? On my planet, there's this musician I like. Creates music that takes me away to another place. Sounds nice. I have a musician like that as well. Uninterested, Love Dies. This conversation's about me. Whatever, I'm going to smash some bottles or something. I think this is like Demon Greg. I think this is like demonic demigod Greg. Alright. That is witness to the end over there. At the top of his apartment building. He is about a hoot. Wow, you have to have double jump to get this one. Alright, there's probably a bunch of stuff I can only get now. What was... Hang on one sec. What did the ghost want? I found the gem the ghost wanted. I need to return to him. Okay, I think we're actually going to run back and give it back to him. We might get something useful out of it. Oh, I thought I could make it. Oh, God. Oh. Oh, man. That made me feel so gross. That was a really long way to fall. Alright. Have you found my stone? I think I have. Really? Can I see? Oh, yes, that's it. I can't describe how this makes me feel. It's like we're together again. Please, you keep it. I can feel myself fading out of this world, and I can't take the stone with me. When you hold it, I hope you can find the happiness that it gave me. Yo, couldn't help spying on you. What do you want? You like that stone the spirit gave you? Yeah. That has a wonderful depth to it. Oh, hope it was gonna be a no. Why? Want to sell it? Why do you want it? Gems that are tied to the suffering of others are one of my collections. One of? Oh yeah, I also collect antiques from a planet populated by slug scholars. Also got a cabinet of calcified entrail prayer wreaths from the mad monks in the Venus labyrinths. So, want to sell? 2 blood crystals. One-time offer. I really don't think I need blood crystals. I'm gonna keep this. You'll hang on to it. Shame, I suppose I'm going to die with this island soon, so no biggie. Don't stress that Love Dies. I just want a little bit of happiness before the harrowing embrace of oblivion. Alright, dude. I think now might be a good time to see if we can get over... Because I think that's the prison over there. I think that's the prison island. So I think if I go down... Wait, how the hell do you get in there? Wait, how actually the hell do you get in there? Because there's no doors over here. And we go down to the beach. Oh, this is torn open. These bars on the prison bridge have been destroyed. I presume this is how Henry got out. The desolation cell is connected to the mainland by this bridge. There's some residue. I'll run it through Starlight. Residue sample 68.7% thermite, 29% barium nitrate, 2% sulfur, 0.3% polybutadiene acrylonitrile. No traces of unknown chemicals found. Starlight says this is thermite. It doesn't seem to be demonic in nature.
The investigator is here.
Someone may have melted through these bars. The investigator is here. I have determined a thing. Door leads to the barracks. This secure tunnel in the desolation cell where Henry is incarcerated. Incarcerated. It's coded only to Akiko's blood vial. This is the barracks tunnel access. I think I want to talk to this extremely flat person right here. What do you want, freak?
Ooh, the
What's your deal?
investigator is here.
Security, after last night, I'm here to man the bridge controls.
That's strange.
Why? These are the only controls. The Grand Marshal is guarding the killer. If he escapes again, which he won't, I'm here to raise the bridge.
Got it.
Good, just in time. Glad Paradise is safe now. So I should be able to use this?
Nightmare computer.
Alright, let's make some horny skulls. Jesus. No way, it's not this. I'm losing my mind here. Cow skull. There we go. And this with the little ones this time.
Nightmare
There we
computer
go.
unlocked.
That is quite a bridge. This is kind of a ridiculous bridge. Google capture process is cut grim. Please click on all the silhouettes of steer skulls. Okay. Desolation cell. Everything's a funny color here.
Fast travel unlocked.
Bridge to
Online
nowhere.
skills obtained.
Starlight skin. I wonder if the skins are specific to the different terminals, or if you get them in order, no matter which terminals you visit. Oh, this is a festive-ass place. Alright, here he is.
Nenorochito.
Nenorochito.
What the hell?
I'm calling you something unspeakable in my native language. Then it doesn't mean a whole lot to me, does it?
Oh, I'm glad to be back.
Good to see you again, Akiko. Grand Marshal Akiko 14, born in Mihai Day, Romania in AD 991 under the sign of New Knight. The Grand Marshal recruits, trains, and leads her marshals in any military activity the Syndicate performs. Nice demonic statues outside. This must be the Denver airport. Akiko was born an orphan in Mihai Day, Romania during the reign of the gods. She was drafted in the army of New Knight as Damned Harmony's forces pushed across Eastern Europe. At age 13, she was leading guerrilla operations after excelling at hand-to-hand and weapons-based combat. When the Great Betrayal happened, she fled to join the Syndicate. New Knight had given her a home and a purpose. She had no intention of forsaking her god. I'll brief you on the murderer.
I have a bad
Suspected
feeling about
murderer.
this.
We haven't been to trial yet. Everyone gets a fair shake.
Taci, dracului din gură.
Mm-hmm. Which means...
Nenorocito, you're out of your mind.
Shut the hell up. Henry Division was incarcerated for a decade. Before his incarceration, he was arrested multiple times for arson, robbery, assault, and attempted celestial rituals. He had been under watch by his school and served a short jail time for attempting to communicate with the gods in a failed ritual. 1 year later, he succeeded in communicating with the gods. Demons poured in through the psychic pathways he opened. Actually has a Wiktionary entry. Henry was possessed by a demon and killed his mother in their apartment. We arrested him, but he had already tainted the island. We sealed off the area around his apartment. The concrete sarcophagus over the dead zone. Henry resisted arrest and murdered our chief exorcist, Grace Bloodlines. He's been kept here in the Desolation Cell, full of inhibitors ever since.
How?
How did he escape? I removed him from his cell and took him to the ritual stone. The blood pools in the recesses of the stone and And stops a tainted liquid from... Huh. I think the syntax of the sentence is kind of messed up. Romanian for motherfucker, apparently. Stops a tainted liquid from touching the island. Took his chance when I opened the cell. He pushed me aside and then he was gone. This is at 11:52 at night. You appear uninjured. This is Masahiro Heavy Industries Bleeding Edge Shikagawa Power Armor.
Don't test me.
The armor wasn't enough to stop a citizen? When you face a demon in battle, you get to comment free.
The investigator is here.
How did Henry get a murder weapon? He took my combat knife. When he escaped, in the struggle he grabbed my knife. Did he attack you? No, he took it and ran. Where did you find him? Outside the council building at 3 after midnight. He was passed out. The demon did its work and left him broken. He had the knife with him. Fools is the verb. Okay. I attempted to secure the crime scene but was unable to. We were not able to traverse the second holy seal. Wrap this up so we can execute him and go to the next island. Love dies.
Crime cannot hide.
Our orders are to investigate before we execute him. Don't drag this out. Do your work and let me do mine. Here's my report about last night. And a report on the history. Dr. Doomjazz left his medical report with me as well. Take it. Doomjazz examined Henry? When we found him, we called the doctor. It's standard practice to get him examined. Speak to Doomjazz if you want to know more. This is Dr. Doomjazz's medical report for Henry. Doomjazz examined him last night after his arrest. Syndicate Health Assessment Document, Citizen version.
I don't like this.
Examination instructions state that citizens should be examined but not administer medication or care beyond what is necessary. Patient's body is strong but fatigued. Shows clear sign of possession, scarring, burns, and arcane sigils. Blood work shows no sign of abnormalities or intoxication.
That's weird.
Patient had visible blood around the mouth. Tests show this blood matches several victims of the council murder.
Sure.
Further samples confirm the blood was ingested via the mouth and within the stomach of the patient, likely ingested during the attack. Patient appears free from mental illness but suffering from amnesia, common side effect of demonic possession. Patient has no memory of the decades since his possession. Patient doesn't remember anything about the events of tonight. Collapse most likely due to extreme exhaustion from overexertion.
I hate demons.
During the patient's possession 10 years ago, arcane sigils were seared into his flesh by the possessing demon. These symbols were found drawn in blood at the crime scene. Since no exorcism was performed 10 years ago, Henry has been tortured by the demon contained within him. During prior examinations, the patient has complained about the white-hot rage inside of him. The patient's body had the correct dosage of demonic inhibitors. My final assessment is that the demon within the patient managed to overcome the inhibitors at a crucial moment. The patient escaped under the will of the demon with no memory of it having happened.
Got it.
Well, everything checks out. So do we not get to hang out with you, or I guess we do. Oh my god, we got so many things to ask about now.
Paradise feels wrong.
Do you really believe Henry did this? Every bit of security breached by a citizen? He's not a normal citizen. He's possessed by a demon. Of course I believe he did it. He broke free when I was there and we found him outside of the council building.
That's weird.
You don't have any doubts. Are you stupid? You think of anyone that has motive for the crime. Don't waste my time.
Sure.
Can't think of anyone else with a motive for killing a council and threatening the entire structure of the syndicate. What do you think?
Don't test me.
Is that it? What about your motive? Have you got a motive, Akiko? I'm a soldier. Soldiers have honor and live to serve. I'll assume that's a no then. Tell me about your movements last night. I need your alibi.
Check.
You read my report? Were you listening to what I told you?
I need to investigate this.
It doesn't include what you did between Henry escaping and being found. I called witness when it happened.
Why?
He oversees the end of an island. He needed to know. Then I ordered my marshals to secure other syndicate members. Why? That seems odd. That Akiko would inform witness before anybody else of Henry's escape. What about the council?
Soldiers of honor.
My best marshals were guarding them. They reported in all clear. But then they were killed.
Do you want to die?
Is this a joke to you?
Got it.
What did you do next? I went back to the barracks to organize the search for Henry.
That Labajiu.
I found where he had torn the prison bridge bars apart to escape. Could have been anywhere. Holy Seal marshals stopped responding. That's when we found Henry outside the council building.
What time?
That's precise.
Nenorochito.
Being precise is my job.
Sure.
Can anyone corroborate this?
Nenorochito.
The word of the Grand Marshal isn't good enough for you? No.
The truth remains obscured.
An investigator can't go off your word.
Muista.
Witness will confirm the phone call. My marshals will confirm the rest.
Thank you. Crime cannot hide.
Can I see your phone records?
Ishprost.
My records are classified. You're refusing to give evidence.
Classified.
Got it.
Yeah, I get it. Not suspicious at all. Do you know where KHX is? No, he's been missing for several days.
Ooh,
Have you searched for him?
The investigator is here.
What do you think? My marshals conducted a brief search, but we were stretched thin at the end of an island. There are several thousand citizens in need rounded up and taken to the slaughter ritual. Do you have any suspicions about what happened to him? No, if he wants to disappear, then let him.
Got it.
Even though mass murder happened last night. He didn't do it. Henry did. Of course. Does the doc have a motive for killing the council?
Rahat.
I don't have anything to say about the doctor. She really might not like this. I found a photo of you in his
I'll
boat.
kill you.
I have nothing to say. I can kill you is what she's got to say. You two have a history?
Rahat.
This is not a well-adjusted woman. Did you see the doctor last night? I told you, he came to examine Henry after he found the...
Sure.
Sus. Extremely sus. That was after the murder. Did you see him before? No, I was busy. Did you know about a backdoor in Doomjazz's clinic?
You need to back off.
He brought the power grid down a few years ago. When it came back online, that computer blew out.
Chedraku.
He was ordered to get the door fixed, but he never did.
That's weird.
How did he bring down the power? The reality folding drive kicks out an unfathomable amount of power. The grid is fragile. A fine balance is maintained. The doctor tapped into the HQ's grid for some tests he was doing that needed extra juice. There are official channels to go through to get extra power, but he doesn't care. When he gets excited about something, the Syndicate moves too slowly for him. When he fired up his equipment, the HQ's grid went down. When it came back up, a number of systems blew out, caused chaos. Why wasn't he forced to get the computer fixed?
Ishprost.
He has a lot of visitors and likes the secrecy. Wasn't in any rush. He smooth talked his way out of it. Did you see Yuri last night?
Ishprost.
You're making me mad. Who cares what his alibi is? The murderer's in this cage. Alright, so this is going to be some interesting questions here. These are going to be some interesting questions here. I know. What can you tell me about the guards at the First Holy Seal? Soldiers of honor, my two most trusted soldiers.
How?
And how did Henry get the jump on two highly ranked marshals?
Do you want to die?
Easy to judge and mock when you haven't lived through hell. The demon is a vile foe, unpredictable, frenzied, blood-crazed. My marshals will have fought valiantly, but an unknown foe overcame them. Unknown? Demons come from all corners of the heavens. It is impossible to know how each acts or fights. Why haven't the bodies of the marshals been cleared away? The judge ordered me to leave them for you to investigate. I protested. They deserve better than be poked at by someone playing detective. Oh, it's raining. Can I see your sword?
Do you want to die?
There'd better be a stunning reason why you're asking. I'm checking a lead about the weapon used to murder the marshals.
Rahat.
Not disgrace their memory by chasing wild theories.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Akiko.
That's a lie, Nenorochito.
Here. The sword has seen some use. The blade is nicked. The nicked blade is consistent with the neck wounds on the marshals.
Thank you.
Thank you. Do you think the knife used to kill the first Holy Seal marshals was the one taken by Henry? It's like I'm talking to myself sometimes. Of course I do. Can you describe it? It's a smooth-bladed combat knife.
Got it.
You're positive about the smoothness of the blade. Yes, it hadn't been used before now. My old knife became damaged during a training exercise recently. I took a blood sample from the dead marshals. They don't match marshal records.
Nenorochito!
What?
I don't like this.
I don't think those dead bodies are marshals.
Nenorochito!
Okay. I'm mad at you.
What the hell?
It's not Akiko. Something is wrong here. What the hell is going on?
Listo.
You're the thing that's wrong here. Swaggering around out of exile, making fantasy out of truth. I'm saying Starlight got it wrong. Your little pocket calculator is wrong. Starlight connects to the central syndicate. It's wrong. Why wasn't the maintenance grate checked before the council entered the building? It was, several days ago. It's since been tampered with and your marshals didn't catch it. It's a security breach on your watch. I'll look into it. A little late now. Jesus. Oh my god, there's so many things to ask about. Now I know why this game is so long. Each person you talk to gives you like 10 new things to ask to like every single other person on the island. How did Henry manage to escape? I thought I gave you my report. I must have been dreaming or hallucinating.
I don't like this.
Alright. How did the bars of the bridge get broken? Henry broke through them. What if he didn't?
The investigator is here.
Starlight's analysis of the residue on the bars says that it was explosives. Starlight is wrong. Your little machine is trying to analyze something demonic and doing the best it can. How did Henry escape if he was sedated? Platus, the inhibitors needed to be stronger. The report says they were the correct dosage.
Listo.
What if the demon tricked us, though? If the demon could slow Henry's body down, the dosage of inhibitors needed would be lower. The demon maintains this act, and when the time comes, he drops the pretense and makes his move. Is that likely? As likely as anything, not that it matters. It is what happened. See, the problem here is that Akiko is giving us a ton of speculation to refute actual facts. Why were you on your own when Henry escaped? It was just one prisoner that was supposed to be sedated. Sounds like arrogance.
Nenorochito, you're out of your mind!
You sound like you have a death wish.
Fine is repulsive.
You broke procedure. Why?
Turfa!
I'll admit hubris. My marshals do not come to the next island with us. They engaged in their final prayers. I wanted them to have one last moment of happiness before being wiped out. Alright. Soldiers aren't supposed to know happiness when duty has to be done. Did you see the architect last night?
Nenorochito!
Should ask her, I'm not her babysitter. Did you see Witness to the End last night? He was at his apartment. My marshals secured him when Henry escaped. Go and ask him about it. What do you know about Henry's demonic possession 10 years ago?
I'll put your head on a spike!
Real friendly lady, this one. What do you want? I told you about his possession. Why wasn't he executed? This is a really good question. Why wasn't he executed when he was arrested? He posed a threat to the island, obviously. Are you stupid? The demon wouldn't die with him. The demon would escape into the island.
Oh.
So why execute him at the end of the island? Why not let him blink out of existence with the old island? That's the way it is. Criminals get theirs. He's a victim. You didn't want the demon to possess him. What do you know? You sure he didn't invite the demon in? You got deceived by a god. Don't forget that. What do you know about the second Holy Seal? I know the Nyeh in the cell got through it and killed the council.
Turfa!
I also know you're wasting time and not executing him. Let's hang out.
I'll kill you!
You got a minute? You're going to die. Humor me.
Freak.
Having fun playing detective? Having fun playing soldier?
Do you want to die?
I'll cut you from head to...
The investigator is here.
Violence doesn't solve everything, Akiko.
The hut.
It would in this case. Hurry up and get this investigation done. I'm waiting for you to tell me what I already know.
Don't test me.
I'm not letting you get your gun off until I know for sure.
Pull up.
You stupid. Get it in gear and go tell Judge that Henry's guilty. You're wasting time. Time is different here. We have endless amounts of it.
I was born
An investigator
to
needs to
investigate.
soak in the facts, breathe in the evidence, savor the
Touch. Dracului din gură.
I don't care.
This has been delightful.
Relationship increased. Oh, we have to come back later if we want to hang out some more. May your night be bright and may you reach the moon.
Sure.
This is where Henry started from, according to Akiko. He claims he broke free at 8 minutes before midnight and was found 3 minutes after midnight. Starlight can crunch the numbers.
Nanny, the hell?
I still can't believe she says that. I feel like that should be intensified. Yeah. The distance and times don't match up. He couldn't have broken free, made it to the penthouse, breached all 4 holy seals, killed the council, and have gotten back to the penthouse entrance to be found in the time Akiko claims. So I'm gonna go mention that to Akiko, and she's gonna be like, well, it happened. Go fuck yourself. I'll kill you.
Ooh, the investigator is here.
Oh, okay. It's just the same thing. Hey, buddy.
Henry Division.
Henry Division.
Who the fuck are you?
Everyone on this side of the island hates us. I mean, I suppose this guy is rather justified, but come on, man. Dear Diary, Akiko threatened my life 7 times today. A new record. I think she's really starting to come around on me.
Henry Division.
The prime suspects. A citizen born to Rena Division 27 years ago. Father unknown. Arrested multiple times by the marshals for assault, robbery, arson, and torture. Imprisoned in the desolation cell after killing his mother during his possession 10 years ago. Intellectual and creative, but finds it difficult to apply himself. He struggled through his schoolwork until he became aware of demonology and suddenly developed an interest in occult mathematics.
Who the fuck are you?
I'm sure this will be enlightening.
The investigator is here.
An investigator, I want to ask you some questions about last night.
Wanna have a nice little chat?
Okay, let's have a chat. Talk. A nice sit down.
Ah,
He made kids play Bubsy 2, definitely torture. Let's start with your history. You're a citizen born on this island 27 years ago.
what the hell?
No one knows who your father is.
I'm shocked.
It's weird.
Son.
Isn't an investigator. You syndicate fucks control the whole island, but you don't know who fucked my mom? No DNA check? No nothing.
I have a bad feeling about this.
You've been in and out of the Marshall Detention Center more times than anyone else.
Paradise feels
Fighting,
wrong.
robbery, arson, torture, and then finally you got locked up when you were possessed by a demon and killed your mother.
I don't like this.
You broke the law and started communicating with the gods.
When love dies, all that remains are the facts.
An act forbidden because the psychic pathway is open to allow demons, other alien races, to enter our reality and corrupt the island. I grew up without a dad on a synthetic island in a different reality, forced to worship gods that want to rule the world. I needed something to do. Some fuck started giving me books on demonology. Said I was a gifted astral communicator. Some shit. That'd be Yuri. That had to be Yuri.
The investigator is
It's
here.
Baking Copter's descendant. You don't know who it was?
Not a fucking thing.
Finally a character with some texture. Sounds like I need to look into this.
My mind is like a desert covered in fog.
Wait a minute.
Got it.
We need a drink after this.
The facts and the truth are
Stop
not
it.
the same. Sure.
Couldn't handle communicating with cosmic beings and a demon possessed you. Cosmic radiation poured out of you and now we have the dead zone. A demon possessed you and you killed your mother, and Grace Bloodlines, our chief exorcist.
Whatever you fucking say.
Did you just SpongeBob meme me? I'm gonna try and play good cop with this guy. Basically, just I have enough people on this island to hate already. I understand this is hard. You're the victim in possession.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Also, it's way funnier when he responds like this. I don't even know you. What do you know about demons?
I have a bad feeling about this.
I used to be the head of the Paradise Psycho Unit. My investigations touched on gods and demons. Used to be? I let a god get into my head. He almost wiped the islands out. I was exiled. Poetic. 2 lawbreakers. What could go wrong?
Well, fucking ever.
I'm gonna fucking get down to some actual questioning or what?
Sure.
Before that, tell me about the demon inside you.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I've had 10 years of this fucking thing writhing around inside me. Glass shards in my bones. Blood boiling. Flesh on fire. It's a real fucking party. Does anyone on this island have a low setting? No. No. Everyone on this island is either an immortal demigod or a citizen brought here specifically to be sacrificed. So no. Everyone is tuned to 11. How does the demon make you act? My body used to be real pretty. Now look at me. I'm a gray husk covered in this demonic shit. These sigils constantly cook my flesh. 10 years of the stench of my own flesh being seared. I'd say it's had a pretty negative impact on my outlook and behavior.
What a fucking surprise.
Got any questions or what? Oh boy. What's your motive for killing the council? Is that a joke, investigator?
I'm shocked. Stunned.
You syndicate fucks drag us citizens from the real world on your shithole island and treat us like cattle.
I spent my entire
We worship your gods while you leech our psychic energy.
Are you fucking kidding me?
They got so many takes of that line. I love it. I hate you. I hate the syndicate. I hate your council. That's my motive. I don't know about anyone else, especially all you syndicate fans.
Got it.
What about the demon inside of you? I can feel it on the edge of my consciousness all the time. Shadows on the periphery of my vision.
Don't test me.
Did it make you kill? This demon is pure rage. White-hot, scalding rage has burned my mind for a decade. The demon wants to see this island scorched into nothing. I'd do anything to placate him. So he's not even really denying it either. I mean, you just scream, "Are you fucking kidding me?" 3 times. Give us different levels of intensity, but make sure they're all extra. Did you kill the council and martial guards? I don't remember. I've been told I killed them. Maybe I did. My memory is fleeting, like mirages in the desert that disappear when I get close. Do you remember anything about the night? New Night. New Night? The warrior goddess? My mind is like a desert covered in a fog. I can see things coming out of the fog, and sometimes I can walk left towards them and latch on. My memory about last night is different. There's nothing there. No fog, no desert, just an expanse. Except I can see New Night.
Got it.
Did someone say New Night to you last night? No. I don't know. Maybe? I think I saw the goddess. You saw a goddess. Was this before or after you were found by the marshals?
Whatever you fucking say.
I don't fucking know, investigator. Why don't you go find out instead of making me do your job? This island has lots of statues of the gods. I need to find the statue of New Night. She's the goddess of warriors. Barracks might be a good place to start. This is an interesting lead. Did you see Yuri last night?
Not a fucking thing.
Who is that? These alibis are not going to be very interesting, I imagine. Tell me about how you ended up like this.
Whatever you fucking say.
What's to tell? Bored kid finds his calling, gets punished for it.
Sure.
That calling being illegally communicating with the gods and causing a demonic invasion?
I'm shocked. Stunned.
We all need a hobby. And now I'm here. Did you kill the martial guards outside the council building? Yes. No.
I spent my entire life adrift.
If you say so. No memory? Are you beginning to get the hint? Henry, did you go through the second holy seal? The what?
Ooh, the investigator is here.
Ooh. Did you go to a plateau on barely known planet in space to get to the council last night?
What a fucking surprise.
Can you even hear yourself? What is that even? Does any of that mean? No memory? You're beginning to get it. Tell me how you escaped.
I'm shocked.
You tell me,
Stunned.
investigator.
My mind is
I can't
a
remember.
desert covered in fog.
You remember anything before you escaped? Agitation. Screams inside me. They woke me up for the first time in years.
That's strange.
Does making JoJo poses a side effect of demonic possession or just something everyone does for... I think it's part of the culture here. I think possibly the first step towards their ascension to like their demi-godhood was learning the intricacies of the JoJo pose. I mean, it tracks. There was a burst of them. My whole body felt like it was on fire. I wanted to burst out of this world.
Sure.
Any idea what caused this?
Whatever you fucking say.
It's your job to find out. And if you're wondering right now why I'm not reading these lines verbatim, it's because my kids have been in and out of this room to get ready for bed. So you have to give me a little leeway on that. What do you know about KHX's disappearance? Who's that? Did you see the Grand Marshal last night?
What a fucking surprise.
Of course I saw her. She was supposed to execute me, right? I don't remember a thing, but that's what was supposed to happen, right? Did you see the architect last night? Who? Did you see the doctor last night? How should I know? Did you see Witness to the End last night? Oh, I do know about that. Loads. I know so much. My mind is bursting with knowledge about whatever you're talking about.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Nice. Let's hang out. Let's talk, Henry.
The investigator is here.
I need to know more about you. Tell me about your childhood. Oh, you know, the usual. Enslaved, forced to worship nightmare gods, that kind of thing.
Are you fucking kidding me?
How do you people sleep at night? You abduct us from the real world and use us as cattle. I will sympathize. This whole thing is messed up.
What?
Got it.
24 islands and we're no closer to our goal. All we've done is churn through citizens and lose each other to murder and demonic invasion. So why are you here? The cycle will continue one way or another. I'm trying to make it the best I can.
Whatever you fucking say.
Relationship increase with the demon-possessed prisoner. Alright, well that's a whole lot of interesting stuff. Was someone trying to rile Henry up? The report doesn't mention anything like this. Was it a drug or some kind of attack? Where has a view that would allow an attack that's also out of the way? So somebody woke Henry up. And why does Henry remember New Night from the night of the murder? Interesting. Alright. So for Akiko, we have 3 pieces of alibi. No alibi breakers, no motive. Carmelina, 2 pieces of alibi. Crimson, oh, we have the motive as suggested by Yuri, but I don't really buy that. So for Doom Jazz, we have elements of alibi, but also alibi breakers. The security issue with the back door of his clinic. We got a lot going on with Henry. I think this is just notes on stuff that we already know. A discarded bottle with traces of every council member's blood was found under the entrance to the council building near where Akiko alleges she found Henry after the murder. There are no fingerprints on it. Henry is being framed. This could be where the blood in his stomach came from. And Henry doesn't appear in the Syndicate HQ log, so he didn't pass through the main entrance. The only way he could have got to the council building by himself. Does that prove he had help? Nothing on these two. Witness. Ah! Witness is the one who needs medication to deal with death scream trauma. When death occurs, the mind releases a psychic death scream. Witness suffers from a condition where he can hear them. He believes this is a sign of the anger of the gods. This actually sounds kind of like what Henry was describing woke him up. So I wonder if perhaps he has a similar condition or if there's a way to induce it in someone. Fury. Ah, okay, so this is keeping track of our suspects with this. And right now, the only evidence we have is under Henry. Yeah, we could also ask Carmelina about it. So, okay, we've never actually checked this. Henry's demonic possession. Henry Division was arrested during a redacted ritual to communicate with the god Redacted. Ritual was not completed. Minimum jail time to be served. Edit. Division has since been arrested and incarcerated for completed ritual that brought demonic corruption to paradise. A full review of the failings have been initiated. School report. Subject has been placed on watch list under advisement of Syndicate School Principal LC. Suspected inclination towards celestial communication. Subjects has shown repeated interest in aspects of demonology. Alright, there's also Yuri. Possibly the book supplier that got Henry started on this shit. Alright. Who killed the Holy Seal Marshals? So we have the blood mismatch. Akiko claimed the blade Henry took from her is perfect, but her sword is damaged, which better matches the wounds to the Marshals. There's the basics that we know about Henry, and then we actually have a lot of evidence against Lydia in relation to this. Yeah, she was supposed to be a witness. We talked to Carmelina way before we ever talked to Witness or anyone else that mentioned them being together. So yeah, we're gonna need to go past these people multiple times to follow up on all this stuff. Second Holy Seal. Shinji speculated that Henry could have found his way through the second seal labyrinth since demons are tuned to space, but we also have a working theory that the discarded space helmet we found belonged to Yuri. Henry's escape. So it seems the evidence in Henry's escape indicates that Akiko conspired to let him out. The evidence against Henry here is not compelling. And then this is new. Henry says he was agitated before the escape. He could feel the demon inside him writhing. It partially woke him from sedation. This is interesting. This is very interesting indeed. All right. Well, let's follow up with Akiko real quick, because we got some new information from Henry that we should probably ask her about. There's nothing in your report about Henry seeing New Night during his escape.
Touch Dracului din gură.
Babbling of a possessed by a demon. There's only one statue of New Night on the island, correct? Why does it matter?
The facts and
Where
the truth are
is
not.
it?
Do you want to die?
Why do you care?
Got it.
Just answer the question. The statue is in the barracks. The goddess only gives her attention to soldiers.
The investigator is here.
So how could Henry have seen it last night? He couldn't have. The barracks are secure. He's spouting gibberish to confuse you. Maybe Akiko took him off of the prison island and took him through the barracks so no one would see him.
Is this a fact?
I'm
or
just
a
going to
truth?
ask Akiko, did you take him through the barracks last night? You out of your mind? You think I helped him escape? Nonsense. If Henry went through the HQ to get to that council building, why didn't he show up in the HQ logs? The nightmare computer at the entrance to the HQ didn't log Henry entering the HQ. What is this?
Paradise feels
Hold it!
wrong.
The logs contradict your report.
I'm a soldier.
What do you want me to say? I don't know how those things work. Maybe there was a malfunction. Maybe you found a way to slip past. Does that seem likely?
Pull up.
Stop asking me to do your job. When you found Henry, did you see a bloody bottle lying around?
Freak.
What bottle? There wasn't a bottle. Why are you wasting time? She seems panicked about this
Karen
one.
is repulsive.
You saw nothing to suggest the blood in Henry's stomach had been administered artificially?
You need to back off.
Of course not. Stop dragging this out with stupid theories. It's a shame you can't push them harder on this. I would really like to press these people. But it doesn't appear to be an option. Let's do a little bit of off-roading here. I want to see if there's anything interesting on this island. Look at the bridge here. Doesn't look like I can go around that way. Pretty metal prison. Honestly. Alright, I'm not noticing anything, so. Okay, that looks really cool. Looks like stone to me. You know what I mean. Alright, let's get back to the island. I want to get into the barracks. And we really need to talk to Lydia. I've found some rather compelling evidence against Lydia. Why did the mermaid wear the seashells? Seashells? Because you cover bee shells. What's up, Andy? How you doing tonight? I am continuing my investigation of the killing of Paradise. You have anything new to say? No. Can I get in here? No. Alright. Sleepy? I feel you on that. Now that I'm done with work for the year, I feel like I could just sleep for a week straight. Like I can just feel my body letting go of everything. Dazzling Obelisk Charm. A charm modeled after obelisk found on a citadel planet in another solar system. It is a mood, isn't it? That's the ladder. Dead Nebula, Acid's favorite. That doesn't look good. What's going on down here? What the hell is this? Sewer maintenance access. I guess that, okay. So I guess that goes in there. I think I want to prioritize talking to people right now. Symbols of the Possessed. Actually, you know, I'm going to save too. I haven't saved yet tonight.
Getting saved.
So I'm not going to go exploring the sewer just yet. I'd kind of... A monument to the moon, the sphere of death that is split in two by a great chasm. I can feel the grim silence from the deserted city on the dark side. So we're actually very close to Crimson and getting there with, getting towards Lydia. So I guess we'll check out this area. Another dusk apartment. Small rooms and some have an ocean view. A terrifying, harrowing view of the liquid abyss. The Mahjong Club meets in one building every week. Well, I see Demon Buddy.
Los crystals obtained. Los crystals obtained.
I hear tons of items around here. Oh. And you drink. Give me that A2. Evening Haze. A grape-flavored carbonated alcoholic drink is delicious. Too delicious. Dangerously delicious. Delicious. I guess she's a fan. By the way, folks, almost forgot. Tonight is the last night to vote on our next FPS. So if you haven't logged your vote yet, please do. I'm going to announce the winner at the end of tonight's stream. So whoever can stay up that long. I like Carmelina's dog. It's about the only thing I do like on this shithole island.
I don't like this.
You're breaking my heart. Don't get the wrong impression. You're near the top of the good part of the list.
I'm glad to be back.
You made my day, Shinji. Don't patronize me, Love Dies.
Los crystals obtained.
Ha.
Oh, there's stuff in these rooms, I suppose.
Los crystals obtained.
Getting close to 40 blood crystals over here. Yeah, I've already bought everything for this machine.
Los crystals obtained.
Buy my drink! Consume! These gates are awfully quaint. Alright, I'm gonna head up into these buildings to see what I can find. Enchanted blood charm. Everyone prays for good blood, strong blood, red blood. This charm is said to strengthen your blood. It looks like there's an item over on that staircase, too. One over there. God, there's a lot of stuff to collect in this game. I kind of love it. What's up, Wake Up Hate? Just woke up and so confused as to what's going on. It's, there's going to be a bit of catching up to do. Welcome to Paradise, or the 24th iteration of it. It's kind of on its way out. We're trying to figure out who killed the people who made it. The Way of Blood Bar on the 25th island. Alright. Everywhere you go, there's the hum. The whole island hums with something. Is it dread? No. Maybe. I think it's secrets. They take on a life of their own. They become tangible. Secrets cause dread. Maybe. Yeah, realistically, anybody coming into this late is going to be super confused. No reality whiskey obtained, made with corn, rye, and barley. Smooth with a taste of brown sugar. Best enjoyed on a rooftop. Alright, we are going to make our way over there. Like so. Alright, and then we just need to drop down onto here without going too far. Come on. Come on, lady love. There we go. Righteous Montserrat t-shirt obtained. Nice fashion. It's a quote from Montserrat. Praise, purity, perfection. Oh god. Oh, that felt terrible. Oh, I hate that feeling. Alright, there's an item here. It's more blood.
Crystal obtained.
How many blood crystals do you think we're gonna end with? We have 40 right now. I'm not even sure there's 40 things to spend blood crystals on left in the game. Damn it. Oh, there's a ladder over here.
Music obtained.
Got new music. Ego 24/7. I put my TV on the balcony. We all did. Everyone danced on their balcony. Went on all night. Never happened again. It says right before unlocking the crafting system. Jeez, that'd be something.
Relic obtained.
Imperfect dominoes. Good for killing time. What about killing a council? Alright, ladder there. Demon buddy up on the roof there. Now there's a shortcut for you. Okay, item there. Surely an item over there, too. You're right. How did Paradise last so long without an investigator? Makes you think, doesn't it? Untold millennia or a few days. How long were you gone? What happened in your absence? How many hidden crimes are buried beneath these apartments? You get some really great views in this game. Some really, really fantastic vistas. Alright, we got something up here. Fancy playing cards, good for whiling away time on a rooftop with a friend. Before you ask, no, I have no idea what the relevance of these items are. Is, be, am. Okay, I guess it wasn't anything on the Was there something on the balconies? Can't remember now. Yes, there is. Oh my god, how the hell am I supposed to get that one? I should have expected this. I should have expected the item hunting to get tricky. Oh my god, I did it.
Blood crystal obtained.
Come on, I think I deserve more than one fucking blood crystal for pulling that off. Okay, and then I think there's one up the stairs here. Yeah, I hear it. Cheerful children's book. Yeah, that looks real fucking cheerful. An inspirational book about a girl that dreamed of cartoon cakes. Well, that sounds nice. Alright, real quick. Get another view out here. I don't see anything on the beach. We're definitely gonna want to go over there, though. This drop's gonna feel terrible. God. Every time. I hate it. Alright, another vending machine. Kill the Thirst. Bold name. Wonder if it has an equally bold flavor. Kill the Thirst obtained. A crisp, light beer. The thirst must be killed. So we can move on. I thought there was a phone out here somewhere. I was wondering below us, okay. Alright, well I'm gonna hit this one up. Oh, shit! Wait, what the hell is that? Hang on a sec. Oh, Demon Bro. What are you doing down here, Shinji? Ah! Item! Ah! Too much to do! Game overload. Grubby skimming runes obtained. An old superstition says that skimming rune stones into the sea is a way to ease the consequences of your actions. This is a work of art. The integrity of the syndicate is the canvas. A knife is the brush. Is it modern art? Abstract? Formal? Who can say? I always hated art. Anyway, gotta run. Alright. Oh. Weird. Why the hell is Crimson here?
Fast travel unlocked.
Alright. New character encounter.
Obtained.
Incomprehensible starlight skin. The universe will kill you. If you ever learn the true nature of it, you will die. The enormity of the universe will crack your mind in two. Hey, Echofar. How's it going, buddy? Heard great things about this game. I love this game. And it's not just because there's a huge-breasted goat lady in front of me. This has been a lot of fun. This is a really, really interesting game. Also, I should unlock this. Anyway, let's talk to Dear Crimson. Okay, I was about to say.
Good.
Crimson Acid, good to see you again, lady. It's been too long.
Crimson acid.
Born in the hospital of our martyred goat, England, in AD 1002 under the sign of Endless Moon. As a teenager, Crimson left home to fight for Endless Moon in France. She excelled at guerrilla operations, became known as the glamour of the battlefield due to her stunning beauty and presence. When the great betrayal happened, she fled to join the Syndicate. Hello, Starlight. We're in a dark time. Someone's played a hell of a hand against the Syndicate. It's bad enough to bring the exile back.
Sorry.
Forgive me for being blunt, Crimson, but the head, things change. While you were gone, I got blessed by the gods. I like it. The new look suits you. It adds a certain je ne sais quoi to the ensemble.
That's weird.
What's the A to the B to the C with the sewer pad? Quiet place to get away from everyone. After I became blessed, Montserrat convinced me to be the Syndicate's idol.
We're in a dark time.
Someone for the citizens to look up to. You pray hard enough and serve the gods as best you can, yada yada. That kind of thing. It's good to have a place to hide away and run my sideline. Everyone needs their own space. How's the market in Secrets?
Nice doing business with you.
On an island full of snakes where everyone's got something to lose and something to gain?
Good work.
Business is booming.
Don't be coy.
Look, before we get into the secrets I can sell you, we need to talk about your investigation.
Me.
Judge brought you back from exile. You have their authority. You can find any truth. Lady, you're in some deep trouble. Not everyone wants you to punish the guilty. They're going to want you to remove certain players and redefine the shape of the Syndicate for their own ends. We kind of saw that coming, didn't we? Be careful with the power you've got, lady. So, you want to buy a secret? Oh, I can get Starlight upgrades from her. Okay, y'all strap in. We got a lot to talk about. You think Henry did it? Do you? I'm asking you.
Secrets are dangerous.
I don't have enough details. How did he escape? How did he breach the seals? The answer to every question seems to be a hand wave, and he's possessed by a demon.
Thank you.
Convenient answers are dangerous. What secrets do you have? Anyone got a motive for last night?
Business is booming.
Lady, I've got lots of secrets to sell. I can give you a lot of different people's motives. I just don't have an opinion about who did it.
Oh.
Who's got motive then? These all come at a price. I'm not handing out candy. Secrets take a lot of work to acquire. I've got something on the Grand Marshal, the Architect, the Doctor, the Happy Couple, and Witness.
Business is
Take your
business.
pick, but come with your wallet. You're going to make a tidy profit.
I have my ways.
You got a point? Any reason why you would kill the Council? I'm going to be straight up with you, lady. This island is full of snakes, and I want you to hear this from me.
That's strange.
I hate what the Syndicate have done to me. I'm an idol they trot out to rally the citizens. I gloss over the misery with a pretty smile. I haven't got anything against idols, but this isn't for me. Montserrat devolved into paranoia. Sorry to speak ill of the dead, but he was tightening his grip on us all.
Don't be coy.
One of the first things to go on the island, on the next island, is my little emporium. Dictators can't have someone peddling secrets, can they? I like Crimson too. Crimson's really interesting. Is that enough to drive you to kill the entire council? No, I didn't do it, but someone did, and they're going to want to shift the blame. That's why I'm being straight with you. Fair enough.
Sure.
Yuri's got some things to say about you. I bet he does. He isn't my biggest fan. He says you want to be a soldier again. Says you want to be in the marshals.
Who knows?
How'd you two start talking about that? Look at her expression. She's like, what the hell?
The investigator is here.
Asking around about motives.
Be careful.
And he thinks that's enough to be my motive. That I'd kill the council just to try and get to be a marshal. Are you denying it?
Who knows?
No, it's true. Lady, do you really think that's motive for mass murder? It sounds tenuous to me.
Thank you.
I'm glad you said that. I was dreading the snakes getting to you. There's no secret I want out of a life forced on me. I would love to be a soldier again.
Weird.
Has to be done the right way, though. Not through mass murder. Where were you last night? I was here at my hideout, waiting for Lydia's pickup. I'm always one of the last to leave the islands. Yuri thinks he's funny by making me wait. I left when Judge summoned everyone for the crisis meeting. Any evidence of that? None. No alibi.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Paints you in a bad light. I can only tell you the truth. If I knew a mass murder was going down, I'd have got a way to corroborate my alibi. There weren't any whispers of what was about to happen. Nothing. If Henry didn't do this, whoever did it managed to keep it extremely quiet. Am I taking your word on that?
Secrets free.
I'm running a business here. If I had something, I'd sell it to you. Got any secrets to sell about KHX?
You're letting the snakes get to
Why are
you.
you asking?
Ah,
He's missing. He designed the second Holy Seal, and that was key to getting the council. I haven't heard anything about it. I know he's missing, but nothing has come up. Interesting. Why would Akiko kill the council?
Thank you.
Secrets aren't free. Interesting. So we have to cough up blood crystals to get her... I wonder if this is like... Yeah, cough up blood crystals. I wonder if this is like... buying hints. I wonder if there's stuff that you can only get from Crimson, or if this is like a shortcut to finding out what happened. Of course, that's also contingent on whether or not we can trust her. But I'm guessing that's going to be all of these.
Good work.
They have different prices. How interesting. Got the cash to pay for a secret. This is a big one. The Syndicate's origins aren't what they seem. 3 crystals for that one.
Business is business.
This is interesting. Okay. Why does Doom Jazz have a photo of
Thank
Akiko?
you.
Okay, so
Who
she's gonna
knows?
charge for all this information. Can you tell me anything about the Marshall Station at the first seal?
Business
It's
is
a
business.
juicy one. Okay.
Nice doing business
I
with you.
think... What do you know about Henry's demonic possession 10 years
Doesn't
ago?
add up.
Henry's possession worries me. Nothing has surfaced about it. It's either as they say or someone is keeping it a secret. How did he get the knowledge to communicate with the gods? The library in the HQ is full of forbidden grimoires. Okay, so there's still some stuff we can ask her about this she's not got charges for. What do you know about the escape? Secrets about that haven't worked their way to me about Henry's escape. If you think there's more to it than there seems, there might be physical evidence near the scene. If what the report says is true, the only way to the council building is through the Syndicate HQ. If he went through there, he'd have been logged. Check the nightmare computer logs. Can I ask about the seal? What do you know about the second Holy Seal? One of the secrets I've never been able to get my hands on. I have a coworker named Akiko, so hearing you suddenly say that name made you confused for a moment. Yeah, the Grand Marshal of the island is called Akiko 14. She's not our best friend at the moment. Did I ask about Yuri? Did you see Yuri last night? Yuri handles Lydia on the last night of an island. You should speak to her. Okay, so we got a note about that. Good call, Mike. Did you see Witness last night? Oh, I think we can ask about alibis, but I think if we ask about motives, she's going to charge us. Her Carmelie went to visit him last night. You should speak to her. Did you see the Grand Marshal last night? I didn't see Akiko last night. You should speak to her. See the Architect. Heard she was hanging out with Witness. You should ask her. Seems odd. Did you see the doctor last night? I know something about his clinic, but won't charge you. Find the back door. Alright, we already did that, though. Is there anything else you can tell me about Henry's movements last night? I got nothing more than what Akiko says. Alright. So, it looks like the motives and the seal marshals will be charged for. So, we'll come back for those. Let's hang out. Got time for a chat, Crimson? You find yourself on an island full of criminals, lady. Sassy or cocky? You're the one trading secrets.
Thank you.
Secrets have a life of their own. You ever tried to keep a secret? You can feel them wriggling, flexing, pressing against the skin.
Good work.
They want to get out. They're like parasites. They need to move between hosts. I just provide a controlled vector for them. Why?
Why?
Boredom, mostly. I never should have let Montserrat convince me to be an idol. There's nothing wrong with being an idol. There isn't, but it's not the life for me. I was caught up in wanting to help the Syndicate. I gave up a life I loved. We're the Syndicate, the ruling elite. It's easy for everyone in that tower to think that crime is something everyone does but them. I'm just keeping a record.
Got it.
Which you sell.
Business is business.
You're the one buying. How can I help? Have you got any upgrades for Starlight? You've come to the right place. I guess you're breaking those nightmare computers looking for evidence, right? I've got an upgrade which will give Starlight the ability to read more of the symbols. Get you into more systems and more evidence.
Thank you.
I can do it for 10 blood crystals, best offer. Let's come back for this. I'm not sure if there's anything we need to spend blood crystals on with her that we can't find other places. I am curious about that. But we know one upgrade. We know one upgrade is with Crimson. So that'll be good to keep in mind. I don't remember if I saved the last time. I don't think I saved last time I passed here.
Getting saved.
Alright, we need to keep making our way towards Lydia. She has... I have many questions for Lydia. Oh, well, this is not actually the way I meant to get there. Dan? Wait, where the hell are we? Denshi. Denshi's used to be aspirational apartment blocks. The bubble burst when citizens realized they're a cradle for unhappiness. Okay, so we just passed around the southwestern edge of the island. Seems like there might also be another way into the Marshall Barracks. I guess we'll have to see. Oh, what the hell? Capsule machines. Gimme. Desirable Bear Chan phone charm tane. Bear Chan. Famous dog on the island that saved a man's life. Doggo. Doggo. So, alright, she's out there. I'm just gonna head straight around to Lydia, and then we're gonna check. We'll come back and check this area. Cute Tamago phone charm obtained. A cute hamster friend. Tamago was the star of a popular 4-panel comic a citizen drew. The notions that this ever operated like a normal city is one of the most bizarre aspects of this
Bond
game.
travel unlocked.
We get bathed towers, starlight skin. Towers sparkle in the waning sun. A cascade of jewels as far as the eye can see. Okay, Lydia's right up here. Oh, Lydia. Lydia, Lydia, Lydia. I have so many questions. We'll hit that one up in a minute.
Daybreak.
Hey, LD.
Hey, Lydia. How's the investigation going?
Sure.
It's progressing, going through my suspect list. Am I on it? I guess I must be, right? We're all guilty until proven innocent when something like this happens, right? What about getting people to the next island? Anything strange? I'm still in charge of getting the syndicate off this island and onto the next. Some of us got moved, but the rest are stuck here until you crack this thing.
God damn it, LD.
God damn it! I've done it for 23 islands without a problem. Once the council began meditating, it started moving us. Get a call, do a pickup, go through the gates, and on to the next island. Repeat.
The island feels bad, LD.
Yeah, I bet it does. Oh, I have so many questions for you. You buying this Henry story?
Come on, LD.
I hope it's him, LD. If it's one of us, the syndicate could collapse. Akiko-chan found him at the scene. He had a knife in the Vic's blood, right? That paints a pretty convincing picture.
The investigator is here.
Maybe it's a little too convincing.
What are you talking
Think
about?
something else is going on, LD? I'm worried it's too easy to buy to accept the Henry story. What if someone set him up?
Oh,
These islands are full of power plays. What if this one is exploiting our preconceived notion that the oppressed citizens will rise up given the chance? It's a scary thought, LD. Did you have any problems with the council?
I'm glad you're back, LD.
Nope, me and Sammy are just living our lives, LD. We're not into the politics and scheming on the island.
I have a bad feeling about this.
What about the rest of the syndicate? Anyone come to mind that has a grudge against the council?
If you can prove it, sure.
It's a dark line of questioning. Oh, it's gonna get worse, lady.
Complicated.
People find out I've said anything, I'll get a target on me. You're an ex-assassin's cooperating with the lead investigator. You'll be fine. I need your help, Lydia. I've been gone so long. Things are weird on this island.
The island feels bad, LD.
Telling me. Okay, because it's you. I've started to worry about a couple of people. Yuri's up to no good.
Got it.
What makes you say that? We'll get into that later. Carmelina's the other one.
That's weird.
The architect, why?
Come on, LD.
Gut feeling. Where were you at the time of the murder? Sammy had packed up his bar, so I picked him up. It was his turn to go through the Paradise Gates to the next island. I took him over there, but before we could go through, they locked in response to the murder. Will the logs at the gates confirm this? Should do. We started the warm-up procedure, but then it shut down.
Sure.
What's the deal with the warm-up procedure? You can't just walk through the Paradise Gates. They're connected to another reality. It takes a lot of power to move between different realities, and it's a complicated procedure. Man, I wish I was on that island. People who less bitchy than my stepmom. Wait, I don't know, Fury Fighter. You missed us talking to Akiko. That one was pretty ugly. The gates need some time to draw enough power in and do the calculations to get you to the next island. How's that different to just driving around the island? We're not hopping between realities on the island, so we can just cruise.
Oh, I'm glad to be back.
Just a bit of single reality driving, huh?
I'm glad you're back, LD.
You got it. Holler at me anytime you want to go for a cruise, LD. Went downstairs to use a potty. Are you really? Really, Fury? Let's talk about your suspicions about Carmelina. Carm's a genius, LD. Might go make some iced tea. Nice. Next sound will probably be perfect. She'll have crafted a masterpiece.
Come on, LD.
Probably heard people talking about Montserrat. He was getting paranoid. He was getting arrogant.
Come on, LD.
For some people, honing their craft is enough. Others need rewards. I don't know if Montserrat was in the credit-giving frame of mind. A slighted genius? Maybe. I have to ask about this, Lydia. Do you have a motive for killing the council? I get it, LD. Just doing your job. Nah, me and Sammy haven't got a reason to hit the syndicate like this.
Ooh, the
You're happy here?
investigator is here.
I'm messing with you.
As anyone can be. Has Yuri got motive for killing the council?
What the hell are you talking about?
He's ambitious and wants power.
Bullshit.
He hasn't earned it, though. Unearned power is bad news, LD. See, here's another problem with these little voice interjections. Those didn't match what she's saying at all. They're virtually opposite.
If you can prove it, sure.
He used to be small time, a shitty little kid, but one day he got buff. One day?
What are you talking about?
Yeah, it was weird. Almost overnight, became handsome, got six-pack abs, and started to be charming.
Damn it, LD.
His charm's fake, though. He's trying to get his own way all the time. Be careful. What if Yuri is demon-possessed? What if Yuri's interest in the library was demonology, not for Henry, but for himself? And then he set up Henry to take the heat off of himself. You guys are just talking about iced tea. Fair. Eminently fair. He discovered the forbidden workout. He discovered leg day. He's been trying to push his own agenda on the council, but it's never gone well. Montserrat was fixed on his plan. Yuri wasn't going to push him around. Had a bad feeling about him a while back and pulled some records from the Moon database. Here, take him. Interesting, alright. Try asking Sammy as well. People get loose-lipped in a bar. What can you tell me about Yuri and what he was doing last night?
Right on, LD.
I was talking with him all night. He was my handler for the pickups. Pickups? You know, LD, to move to the next island. The islands exist in separate pockets of reality, so we can't just hop on a banana. We have to go through the Paradise Gates, get our transdimensional travel on. Masahiro Heavy Industries built this car to do it. It's the only thing on the island that can go through the gates, and I'm the ferry woman. A deal with the devil for abs sounds valid. Of course. Wouldn't you take that deal? I mean, if it's only going to cost you a single parallel reality, I mean, how bad can it be? On the night an island ends, I wait for Syndicate members to report to Yuri that they're done with their duties. Yuri calls me and arranges a pickup. I grab them and take them through the gates to the new island.
Sure.
You're in contact with him all night?
It's complicated.
Well, there was a time when I couldn't contact him. When we got to the Paradise Gates, I checked in with him to confirm the warm-up sequence. Couldn't get through to him. That would have been at the time of the murder.
Strange.
Any idea why? Is it
If you
unusual?
can prove it.
Has happened a couple times before. The reality folding drive sometimes causes it. Just odd it happened last night of all nights. Try checking his phone records at Comms Tower. We still need to do that. Oh my god. I'm not gonna ask this one yet. I don't think it's gonna trigger anything, because it doesn't seem like that kind of game. But I don't want to push. It just feels weird. Honestly, I haven't paid attention to any of this. I'm just distracted by her rad Lisa Frank headband. What do you know about KHX's disappearance? Haven't seen him in a while, LD. I was hoping he'd turn up on my list of pickups last night. I thought he was just taking some time out, but he'd be ready to go to the next island.
Come on, LD.
I guess something bad happened. Have you poked around his place on the mountain? Not yet. What do you know about the second seal? It's a secret, LD. I've never been through that big door in the council building. Did you see the Grand Marshal last
I'm
night?
glad you're back, LD.
Sorry, didn't see Akiko-chan. Have you asked her about it? Why do you like Akiko? Did you see the architect? Didn't see her. Was waiting for the call to pick her up. Heard she was at Witness's apartment. You see Crimson?
What?
Have you asked her yourself? Didn't see her at all. Did you see the doctor? DJ said he was in his clinic all night. Is there anything else you can tell me about Henry's movements last night? You gotta talk to Akiko. Does he witness? He's usually in his apartment. Heard Carm went to see him. What do you know about Henry's demonic possession 10 years ago? Henry caused the demons to corrupt this island, LD. You see the Dead Zone? It's a nightmare rift we're not allowed into. I haven't been to the Dead Zone yet. Be cool if we could make it there tonight. Everyone has awesome names as Sal in this. It's one of the strongest parts of this game. Everyone's character is like extremely well defined. If you're looking for more answers, try in there. What do you know about the escape last night? You read the report? That's all I know. Alright, time for the awkward questions. Do you know anything about the murder of the martial guards outside the council building?
Huh?
Not a thing. I was working last night. Here we go.
Why?
Why are tire tracks on the penthouse?
It's complicated.
LD, that wasn't from last night. When was it then? A couple of weeks ago, I went up there to think. Sunset looks so good up there. Sure you weren't up to a little infiltration?
What the hell are you talking
You
about?
really think I was on the roof of the council building trying to break in?
Sure.
Somebody got in. Often go climbing? New hobby?
Right on, LD.
Never been one for physical pursuits. You know that, LD. So the repelling gear I found in your tire tracks from your car on the roof of the council building doesn't belong to you. Can't say it does, LD. Sorry I can't be of more help. I found your knife outside the penthouse.
What?
What knife? It's a combat knife. It's engraved with a message from Sam. Found my knife? I've been looking for that for ages. Disappeared a while ago. Disappeared?
The island feels bad.
Yeah, I couldn't find it one day. Like, it just up and vanished.
That's strange.
Do many things vanish around here? Or is it just your knife that mysteriously vanished and then appeared outside a crime scene?
Come on, LD.
Come on, you've never lost something before? Do you know why the blade is damaged?
I'm messing with you.
Not much need for a combat blade on this island, so it just became a tool. Pop the cap off a beer bottle, tighten the axle nut on the car, you know? Can I have it back? Sentimental.
Don't test
Afraid not,
me.
Lydia. This is evidence. Do you know anything about the open grate on the council building?
What?
Grate?
Got it.
A maintenance hatch. It's been cut open and something dragged through it.
The island feels bad.
Not sure why you'd think I know anything about that. Take the direct approach with her. I think your knife was used to open the grate.
If you can prove it, sure.
You're wrong, LD. You're gonna need some proof as well. Alright, well. Let's hang out. Okay, apparently we're riding.
Let's go for a drive, LD.
Okay. What led you to the life of an assassin?
God damn it, LD.
God damn it. How come you're asking me about this now?
I was born to investigate.
We never talked about it before my exile.
What the hell are you talking
And now
about?
mass murder happens, you just happen to bring it up? I had a lot of time to think in the Idle Lands.
Huh?
Not a lot to do up there, huh? I missed you.
I'm glad you're
I
back,
missed you
LD.
too.
It's complicated.
I don't like to talk about it, you know? That's behind me. Being an assassin is simple. You don't have to worry about a lot once you get good at it. Find the target, learn the target, end the target.
It's
Love, though. That's complicated. That's why I drive and paint. I always need a skill to master. We got a new car since I've been gone. Pretty, ain't she? Upgraded. Got bored of the muscle car look. Masahiro offered to refit the old girl, but I wanted to change. But here she is. Burn Parliament. Her car is named Burn Parliament. Once this thing is over, we can go driving for real again. Totally. I hope the next island has roads. Cosmos is fine, but concrete feels different.
good talk, LD.
You cool if I drop you at the beach, LD?
Thank you.
Sure thing. Thanks for the ride.
It's complicated.
LD, I have something we think you should... I have something I think we should discuss. So this seems to be the purpose behind increasing your relationship with people, is you can probe deeper on things. Or they volunteer stuff.
Come on, LD.
It's a sensitive subject, LD. For who? It's about someone on the island, but it might be something you don't want to hear about. I'm an investigator. The truth doesn't care about feelings. You know I told you that Yuri suddenly got ripped overnight? He became a new person? What if it was a god that did it?
That's strange.
You mean a blessing?
If you can prove it, sure.
Deception. It's dangerous talk. The goddess Enchanted Blue bestows physical gifts in return for devotion.
Come on, LD.
Deception by a god is a crime. I don't want to just accuse him.
I don't like this.
What makes you so sure? He's been going on and on about retrieving her body. She's dormant in the Sahara caverns in the real world. Yuri wants the council to authorize an opt to go and get her. That's suicide. Enchanted Blue is guarded by elite custodians. I know. There's no way Montserrat would let it happen. I think that's why he's been pushing it on the council. If he's been deceived, would he really kill the council? He's not going to be on the new council.
It's complicated.
What if he doesn't stop until he is? I'll keep your suspicions secret, but I'll look into it. Thanks, Lydia. Interesting. May your specter gaze upon a star. May you reach the moon. Someone down and refilled your 2.2 liter water bottle instead. Just glared at you from a chair and you smiled, waved, and said goodnight in your retail voice. Oh, hey. Huh, I just turned something on the other island. What do we got? Tropical Demolition. A tropical flavored drink full of electrolytes. It used to be called Sunset Beach, but the marketing team wanted to aim it at men. You're like the pet voice, only more condescending. I heard somebody. I thought I heard our friend. Oh, this is a... Oh, shit, this is a pier. Okay. That seems important. This is two! This is two games we're playing simultaneously that we found severed arms in. I heard that time separates passion from conspiracy. I know, right, Kruger? It's like I have a type or something. Where'd you hear that? How should I know? I can barely keep this form together. Who knows where I was drifting? How much time did this crime take? Was it opportunity or a centuries-old plan? Time's a weird thing on these islands. The mystery deepens. I heard something. Guess not. Play out Fallout game next for the hat trick. Play with bloody mess turned on. There's a blood crystal over here.
Blood crystal obtained.
Some more stuff around here. Oh, there's a blood shrine over here.
Blood crystal obtained.
Let's go pee some more blood. Endless moon carving. Carving detailing the goddess Endless Moon. The goat woman settled in France and defended the country from dire woes. Imprisoned in the underground palace in France during the Great Betrayal. So it seems like... Alright, so we're in a pocket dimension, right? Created by the Syndicate. It seems like the real world... The difference between our world and their real world is that the gods are real and descended upon the planet like thousands of years ago and basically shaped human society directly. Island sequence 22 memento obtained. 22nd island sequence. The vampire murders begin. We'll be haunted by this vile monster in our ranks. And apparently they also had problems with vampires. Only like 2 islands ago too. That's rough. Okay, there's an item. Yo, last time somebody said that this reminded them of secret package hunting in the Grand Theft Auto games, and I'm kind of starting to feel that. Shameful fake golden crown obtained. Someone used the black market for status. Foolish. Reprisals are often deadly.
Blood crystal obtained.
Definitely a lot to search. Glittering Sequin Ward. Strange folklore developed among citizens believing that scattering sequins outside their home would ward off demons. That's really weird. There's also these faucets everywhere. I don't know why. Okay, I hear you. It might be upstairs.
Those crystals obtained.
Another one of those. Lights on. Nobody's home. Oh, drinky. D1, okay.
Relic obtained.
A fruit-flavored soft drink makes you think of caring for your sick mother and when you went traveling to Egypt with a group of friends. You've done neither of these things. Fascinating.
Ha.
Those crystals obtained.
Second heaven. Okay, we're gonna go in there in a minute. Those vending machines have keypads that go A to D and 1 to 8. Yes. Yes, they do. Island sequence 15 memento. 15th island sequence. Montserrat leads us to the real world to reclaim the corpse of Dire Rose. Tragedy strikes, the god hunters repel us. Interesting. So the thing that Yuri might want to do was actually attempted for a different god. Do the numbers on the drinks even go up to 8? I don't know, actually. You met that Yuri creep yet? Seems like a bad time. Real bad time. Spineless, though, you know, Chief? Like, could that sack of shit actually kill the council? He's got a secret, though. You can tell.
Sure.
Everyone here has a secret. Don't get smart with me, Love Dies. And there you are again. Can I ask you a personal question?
I hate.
It's been a while since I felt this particular kind of stomach-churning dread. Where'd you take a dump in the Idle Lands? I didn't see a toilet up there.
I don't like this.
You don't need to. It's a special, wonderful kind of punishment.
Ooh.
You get put in a kind of suspended animation where certain bodily functions aren't needed, but you're still fully conscious.
Don't test me.
You're forced to have eternal solitude without even having the luxury of a good bathroom break. Man, I hate the Syndicate. See, world building. World building is key to the experience. And this is some remarkable world building we're doing. Alright, doesn't seem like there's anything hidden. Anything else hidden in these houses, anyway. Man, I kind of want to find another one of those foot baths and get like a triple jump. That was a great jump. Whoa, okay. Didn't like me being on that.
Those crystals obtained.
This area is super cool. Like, I love the design of this place. I mean, obviously, I like Japanese stuff. But the way they pulled it off here is super cool. Anyway, there's something blue over here, and I'm really curious about it. There's a lot of stuff over here. Duplicated rotten eggs. Some citizens formed a black market in eggs. They found a way to illegally get large quantities of them to illicitly trade. What the f... Priest employee card obtained. Ezra Albertine, assigned to the Reality Folding Drive power station, found next to a fish tank. These are key items. We have blood vial, starlight, blood sample from Henry Division, crane system unlock card, customized space helmet, glistening stone, a severed arm. Okay, so the severed arm and employee cards are both important. Relics seem to just be like the random collectibles we're finding. You know, we've had that background for a while. Let's apply a different skin. Thinking something a bit moodier. I like this. Yeah, this'll do. Feels a little more Blade Runnery. God, there's shit everywhere. Like, I feel like I'm being pulled in every direction at once. There's so much stuff to see in this game. I love it. Alright, let's go in here. Dead Nebula. The mascot was designed many islands ago by the artist Renoy. Kids love him. Idiotic loyalty levels obtained. A poster showing the different tiers of loyalty a customer can achieve with a second heaven loyalty card. Ooh, those look like fried potato. Ah, fried potato. This is like a Japanese convenience store. They got the hot case with like the fried potatoes. They got the rice balls. Tons of Kill the Thirst beers. We got dog treats. Delicious Dead Nebula branded dog treats. Those might be useful. Unavoidable pain pills. All workers on the island require prescribed pain medication. All goods produced in the farm and deep factory have to be hauled by hand. It was good enough in ancient Egypt. No, I don't think you really need to be comparing your employment systems to that of ancient Egypt. I don't think that leads to anything good, frankly. We'll use that phone in a second. I just want to grab all the items around here. Ooh, we haven't found one of these in a while.
Key item obtained.
We found... I can't remember if we found one or two of those blue crests already. I know we used one. I can hear an item right around here. It seems like it's maybe in the building? Oh, there it is. Wretched CD. A CD containing obnoxiously esoteric music by the embryonic adults. Completely unlistenable. Know that feeling. Oh, and then there's a capsule machine here. Fashionable Dead Nebula phone charm obtained. The mascot character for Dead Nebula. Kids love him. Alright, now we can save. And fast travel.
Getting saved.
Mysterious carp starlight skin. Carps are created by an alien race. And the patterns on their scales can be translated into esoteric language if you have the correct cipher. Bet you didn't know that, chat. Bet you didn't know carps came from aliens. See, this game is educational, too. You learn a lot. Okay, what the hell am I looking at here? That's got to be the dead zone. Alright, you know what? Fuck it, we're going over there. There's nobody over there. Sammy's up there. Seems like we've talked to all the really important players at this point. I'm gonna try and grab as many of these crystals. I know we haven't explored everything around here. We're gonna have to comb back through a lot of these areas. Because we haven't taken a very methodical route through. There's a dog. Alright, we're gonna talk to that dog. Island Sequence 5 Memento. 5th Island Sequence. The Sin of Silence. Our architect Romeo Silence is deceived by cosmic deceit. Oh, deceived by cosmic deceit. Lured into treason against us by God. He is executed and the Silence family are forbidden from ascending the council. Ah, okay. Carmelita's ancestor. Throw that dog on Doom Jazz's alibi? Hell yes. Absolutely. Blissful sky, starlight skin. Clouds used to hide flocks of unspeakable flying horrors during the war. After the great betrayal, they finally became safe. I want to break down on the Great Betrayal. I keep hearing that name, and I really want to know what it is. Oh, it's Bearcham.
That's weird.
What's the dog doing here? Woof.
Oh.
Your name tag says Bearchan. Is that your name? Bearchan? Woof. You look expectant. Are you after treats? Woof, woof. Here you go. Enjoy. Woof. Good girl. Relationship increase. Woof, woof. We have talked to Akiko, yes. A blood crystal? Why do you have a blood crystal?
The investigator is
I don't know why I even question the things that happen on these islands anymore. Good girl. Thank you, Bearchan. Woof.
Those crystals obtained.
Just one, though. Very head treats, Whimper. That was it? Trade treats for treasure? Alright, we need to get over there. Oh, I think Bearchan likes us plenty now. Island Sequence 6 Memento, 6th Island Sequence. We unite in hope. A great light falls upon the island. Is it a message from an astral god? There's an item behind me. Hey, I know you. Gazing across an endless cosmic desert, drifting through an abyssal sea, dreaming of an antique summit in a monolithic city overlooking an impossible cavern. All the good shit, you know? It sounds like there's an item. Hang on. Is this something? Well, this is opulent. Love Dayglow Demon's little giggle. Yeah. Bleh. Carved tablet in here. A history of enchanted blue. Oh, we needed this. Enchanted blue, an ancient god who chooses her servants and deceives them with the promise of power. Those that swear allegiance to her work further her goals and benefit from the gift of physical perfection and strong mind. And they change rapidly and dramatically, becoming blessed with beauty and intelligence. In return, they are forever bound to her whims, losing their mind over centuries as they're enraptured by her deception. Currently sealed in the hidden pyramids of the Sahara.
What the hell?
Sounds exactly like what Lydia said about Yuri. Maybe he has been deceived. Deception by a god is classed as a crime, but the deceived are really victims. Still gives them motive, though.
Relic obtained.
Huh, okay. So this was pretty important. It's kind of funny that I keep getting distracted by shiny things in this game, and it actually leads me to making progress. Lock from the other side. Hi, I'm on the other side now. Amazing, isn't it? Alright, we've been over here. Don't think we've been, like, all over this area, though. No, we definitely haven't. There's another foot bath! Oh, shit. Water in paradise is
Now
good.
the hell?
I feel like I got a little pep in my step now.
That's strange.
Feels like if I was in the air, I could just dash around.
A dash unlocked.
Tap the sprint button while in the air to perform an air dash. These islands are weird. Oh my god. Oh! Oh my god, that's... okay.
Those crystals obtained.
Oh my god, are you serious? This is wild.
Those crystals obtained.
The amount of mobility they're giving me in this game is just nuts. Water.
Obtained.
Plain water. Stay hydrated. Take a nice big gulp of cold water. Enjoy a few minutes of doing nothing but drinking water once an hour. What is wrong with you people? Just drink water. Oh, we might be able to get that upgrade out of the vending machine now.
Said Nebula, thank you for your continued patronage.
You're welcome. You've tried a lot of the refreshing beverages we make. You're our most valued customer. You have a favorite?
Sorry.
That's great. Good answer. You must be a hit at parties. Never mind that. Remember that upgrade for Starlight we mentioned? We've come through for you. Hang for a sec. The vending machine has been soft rebooted. You should be able to get the upgrade thing out of it now. Don't forget, it's in the warehouses. Why is hardware like that jammed in a vending machine? The dead Nebula security chief is a real moron. He'd been showing off just before the slaughter ritual. He thinks exposing OS loopholes is a great way to impress people.
Why?
Why do you have a Starlight upgrade? He did a favor for someone he shouldn't have in the Syndicate. They promised him a piece of Syndicate tech in return. What he got was an unusable upgrade for use on a device he'd never see. Like we said, moron.
How?
I'd end up in a vending machine. Marshals came knocking. He tried to hide it. It's jammed in the dispensing mechanism. Should come out if you try making a purchase now that it's been rebooted. Works for me. Appreciate it. The culprit lets out a confession in range of our microphones. We'll let you know. Alright, so another thing we need to do is make our way over to the warehouses again.
Those crystals obtained.
Oh, this is what I powered. Okay, yeah, thanks for the picture-in-picture of this. Which gets us here. Which doesn't seem particularly important. Well, there's another dead Nebula machine down here. Ah, what do I do, chat? Do I go to the dead zone? Do I go back and get my upgrade? There's so much to do. And so little time. Why is life so hard? Acid's Favorite, a premium beer marketed by the arcane idol Crimson Acid. Citrus flavored and light. Perfect to drink in a bar with friends or at home alone, contemplating all those things you're going to do. Sounds like something I would like. So, pop.
Those crystals obtained.
Hey, it's Shinji again. Hey, it's a suspicious videotape. Unmarked videotape. Strike fear in the minds of the cautious. What's on it? Who made it? Why was it abandoned? Will I be put on a list if the authorities know that I have it in my possession? Dead Zone sounds like a hip and happening place. Yeah. Yeah, it does. Let's head over there. Could be exciting. Will be exciting. Gaudy blood pendant obtained. A gemstone fused with the owner's blood. Worn by the prideful with something to show. I tell you what, gang. I am thoroughly enjoying this game. I am thoroughly enjoying Night in the Woods. Next couple of games we play, they're gonna have a lot less reading in them.
Sorry.
I've been doing so much reading in the last couple of months on these streams. This paradise is creeping me out. When the veil falls and the naked body of crime is exposed, the island begins to crumble. The balance is tilted and the illusion falls apart.
I'm glad to be back.
Yeah, it is. Alright, I'm not doing any other big, heavy reading games, okay? That's where we're doing an FPS next. Our retro games should stay away from heavy reading as well. It's like a visual novel as a single good character. I'll just spend a lot of time grinding battles, I think. We'll skip all the dialogue, we'll just grind battles, play the stupid card game and Chocobo Hot and Cold. Yeah, it'll be fine. I'm trying it out. I know you think I'm an asshole. I'm giving speaking nice a go. It's hard, though. You're doing well. You're making me blush, Love Dies. Peace. That was cute. Oh, yeah, we can jump rope. Oh, God, we can jump rope, too. Oh, that's gonna suck. That's gonna be the entire first night of the stream, is just doing that stupid jump rope shit. Sunset song. Watch the sunset with me. Listen to the ocean. Just one last time. The sunset heals all. Life hack, change the language to French. You won't have to worry about any reading. That's a good point. Island sequence 24 Memento. Hey, we're there. 24th island sequence. How will 24 be remembered? Will this island be perfect? Is this our eternal home? Lol, nope.
Plus crystal obtained.
I guess I should check these apartment buildings since we're here. I mean, I can hear an item right there. Oh, that almost worked. Oh, if I'd mashed E at the right time, I could have grabbed it. There we go. Oh my god, this air dash is gonna be nuts. Incoherent abandoned diary obtained. Fleeting fragments of a citizen's memories of their previous life. Must be hard adjusting the island. Yeah, I'm gonna be able to do some crazy shit with this air dash. Which foot fast do we have? Double jump and air dash. Recondite ornate book obtained. Ornate collection of tales of the silent goat, given as a coming of age present. Hey, I see Shinji over there. And I see Shinji over there. And I see a ghost over there. Oh my god, there's so much to do. I don't know how to handle it all. A truly excellent problem to have, if we're being honest, though. Shinji is definitely Quantum Demon. Sounds like he's up here, too. Recondite. Arcane, obtuse, hard to understand. Knowledgeable listening device. Used to intercept communications between citizens. So much inanity. Some horniness. Thousands of secrets. Some horniness. They're human, aren't they? There he is.
Plus crystal obtained.
Rain here is a blessing, love dies. This island's too hot. Heat makes people crazy. Why can't you fix that? The Syndicate runs this island. It's a miracle there isn't a slaughter every day. It's the reality folding drive. It kicks out a nuke's worth of power every second. Fix it. Take it up with Masahiro Heavy Industries. I don't deal with customer services. Just make it happen. Catch you later. I feel like this whole reality folding drive thing is going to be a pretty big point. Tawdry poster obtained. The hero of the 19th corruption, Crimson Acid. She slit the throat of a demonic general. What makes it so tawdry, though?
Plus crystal obtained.
I want to, like... Okay, that works. I was gonna air dash, but I thought I might, like, overshoot the roof.
Plus crystal obtained.
Go flying off the building. I think whatever that is over there, I didn't climb up there. Ooh! Ooh, 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 this is new. Green crest. Where can I see how many crests I have? Oh, I have one blue and one green. Okay, that means we found and used one blue crest before. No, that's the... Wait, where the hell am I? Wait. Oh, I made it to the barracks. Okay, that was unexpected.
Plus crystal obtained.
There's an item and a Shinji down there. I see things I want to explore, and then I get completely sidetracked before actually exploring them. Oh. We can get into the barracks if we have the Cosmos and Pyramid systems. Okay, that's cool. That's good to know. Apparently the barracks are pretty rockin' place, too. I think I was... Okay, yeah. That's where... Yeah, that's where Judge is. So we're actually kind of near where we were before. A lot of stuff down here, though. Yeah, the courthouse. Never really thought to clamber around underneath the courthouse, but here we are.
Plus crystal obtained.
You know what? Since we're over here, we can actually go ahead and get that upgrade from the vending machine. Don't forget the sky and cosmos are one. Yeah, deep factory entrance. So wait, hang on. We're over here. Deep factory entrance. Oh, that's the reality folding drive. Okay. We're also close to KHX's workshop. Low-key Singapore vibes in here.
Ha.
There we go. Did I use you? Are you activated? Yeah, you're activated. So where's that broken machine? It was like... I think it was you. This machine was broken before. Is this one Dead Nebula told me to look for? Looks like it. Vend me an upgrade. Visions of worship obtained. Okay, we can now process worship glyphs. A knowledge tablet for Starlight. Please manually install from Starlight's inventory. Etched by a pilgrim to the harrowing marble prayer citadels on a planet forgotten by all but the gods. Alright. We got our first Starlight upgrade. Yo! You got the upgrade. Good work! Told you we'd come through for you. Thanks for the help. No worries. Always gotta help the investigator with mass murder. Don't forget to install it from Starlight's inventory. Don't you think that's a hassle? An unnecessary step? Friction is nice. Makes things more meaningful. I guess. We'll let you get back to it. Remember to buy more drinks. Buy more drinks. Alright. Upgrade. Alright. So now we're here. And it's raining. I think I can actually just kind of slip down this way if we want to get back to the neighborhoods. Wow, I never used this one. I knew there were some vending machines early on I didn't use, so they're probably gonna be a pain in the ass to catch up to. Dead Moon, a fruity carbonated drink with added vitamins and minerals, sold at a discount to deep factory workers. Oh, I almost flung myself out. Hey, it's Shinji. Wow, I actually stood on Shinji's head for a second. Didn't know you could do that. You met that dog in the alleys between the houses? All she wants is treats. Treats, treats, treats. You try to have a conversation? Nothing. Just treats. Oh my god. Can I? Wow, you can really get going. This thing is powerful. Oh, hey. The crest fit. Okay. Cool. I do wish some of these items had, like, more dramatic uses. Like, if bothering to find a crest and plug it in got you something more than just a crystal. I think that'd be nice. It's another foot bath I haven't been to? Oh, shit. Hell yes.
Oh, I'm glad to be back.
Spend 5 of my 47 blood crystals.
What the hell?
I feel like I can concentrate a little harder
That's
now.
strange.
Feels like I can find anything, even if it's hidden. Please hold the meditate button to reveal the island's secrets.
I'm glad to be back.
Mysteries are revealed. Oh my Jesus. Should sleep. Enjoyed lurking and watching this though. Thanks for the stream. Happy holidays. Thank you, Echofar. You too, buddy. I'm going to be streaming all this week. I'm not taking any days off for Christmas, so if you want to drop by anytime, feel free.
crystal obtained.
Okay, so the secrets only last for a brief time, but man, that's going to make it so much easier to make sure we actually get everything. Yeah, that's an incredible upgrade to have. I'm not going to use it much at first, but I think that pretty much guarantees we can 100% this. As long as I've got some kind of tool like that at my disposal, like, that makes a huge difference. You're in it neck deep. It's your eyes in crime. A battlefield with psychos and criminals. My job, and you're cool with it?
The investigator is here.
Can't investigate if there aren't crimes. So what you're saying is you never want to wipe out crime because then you'd have nothing to do. That's one way of looking at it. It's the only way if you ask me.
Recording obtained.
Recording 1. I'm going to find out what's going on. This isn't right. The island feels wrong. I'm going to blow this wide open. The syndicate. Syndicate. The syndicate. The island feels wrong. Interesting. Alright, I'm gonna drop down here. Ow.
Crystal obtained.
I'm really glad you can just hop up and grab those things too. That helps. These interludes are weird. What uses a shepherd when all the wolves are gone? Excellent point. Why do you think there's so many mysteries? Everything creates a mystery. Human, animal, plant, mineral, everything creates a mystery. It's a byproduct of existing. Not even living, just existing. Everything produces a mystery that we want to solve. Why do we want to solve them? Human nature. Most things are ambivalent about mysteries. Rocks create mysteries, but a rock doesn't care about mysteries. Humans are unique. We need mysteries to live. Without mysteries, we'd go insane. But a mystery can make you go insane. That's the knife edge we all walk. An Answer Lost whiskey, aged for 2 years and has a nutty flavor, often served to celebrate accomplishments, however fleeting they may be. Tower that broadcasts. Yeah, we know. 8th Street Rose, that bar, those times, gone forever. When did everything get so far away? It's gradual. That's the trouble. Ghostal. Anarchic Ghost. Will you join us?
Who?
Join who? Join our group of citizens fighting for more power. That's a noble cause. What kind of power? We're fighting to end the corruption and free the workers of the agri-fields and Deep Factory. Free them? Are they slaves? They are used as pawns in a game of corporate corruption. Spent and used for the benefit of the powerful. We must end it.
Sure.
Are you aware that there are no citizens left on this island? I'm still here. Your existence is more of a technicality at this point. No offense. As I was escorted to the ritual slaughter to end this island and bring in the next, I made a vow that if there were any afterlife, I would continue to fight. I guess that's why I remain. I'm here to deliver our message.
Got it.
And what is that message? I have evidence of the corruption. I took it from the factory. Can I see it? I was at the farm when the marshals dragged me to the slaughter. They ripped the envelope from my hand and tossed it aside. Please, will you find it for me? Hell, yes, we will.
Investigate this.
I'm a big fan of running errands for Metaphysical. Thank you. Remember, the envelope will be somewhere at the farm. Please find it and bring it to me. Cool, we can definitely do that. Might even be relevant to this case.
Crystal obtained.
Alright, there's a lot of combing in this neighborhood that we need to do, but I don't really feel like doing it right now. So we're gonna go a little late tonight because I do actually want to head up to the dead zone and have a look there. Vibing Starlight Skin. Watch beautiful water to catch the vibes. The only way. Existing without vibes is no existence at all. So yeah, I'm gonna run past. Okay, I'm gonna donate blood, but we're gonna run past the rest of this shit. Lord. Nightmare Revival carving. A carving about the god Nightmare Revival, an esoteric secretive god. The floating goat head rules over a far-flung alien colony of scholars. There's a whole lot of goat imagery Okay, this is another blue goat crest. There's a ton of goat imagery with these gods. Makes me very curious why. Why that would be the case. Oh, Lord. Okay. Man, that's a great upgrade. So this is entrance to the deep factory, huh? But we need Cosmos to get in. Okay. Oh, that's good to know.
Plus crystal obtained.
Not gonna do that just yet. What the shit is this? That looks fucking wild. And we just climb it like it ain't no thing. There's like no clipping on it. I mean, other than just the extremely general clipping. The dead zone holds many secrets. Look at the scavengers above it. They feed off things that some do not want seen. It's a good place to hide something. You bet it is, Love Dies. You bet it is. There's some shit in there, alright. See ya! Ah, but I might need a different upgrade to get in. Ah, I need Cosmos and Pyramids to get in. What good is Worship? We have met Crimson Acid, yes. I can buy an upgrade from her. I wasn't sure if it was necessary, but it seems like it might be. She may have one of the key upgrades for Starlight. Hallowed bamboo. Massive mutilated flesh was once found in a bamboo forest. Overnight reformed into a many-headed goat. It was praised and worshipped. Lots of goats. Goats, 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 goats. So things really went to shit over here, huh? Island Sequence 18 Memento. 18th Island Sequence. The erroneous timelines. Gregory Complex gave his life so they may be switched back. Well, damn it. I really wanted to get in here. But I guess that's not happening tonight. We found the beach. Get a drink. Ah, I guess this is a good place to stop after all. Pillar Flower, a standard carbonated soda drink. Popular with people that enjoy sitting on their balconies, trying not to look their neighbor in the eye. Yeah, we'll hit that phone in a sec. Maybe we'll explore the beach next time? Oh, there's another shrine over here. I didn't hit. Oh, no, I did hit this one. Oh, okay, I've already been over here. Alright, yeah, we'll save here, and I think that'll do it for tonight. But we've definitely got a lot of stuff to follow up on. It seems like our priority now might be gaining access to new areas. We've explored a lot of the island, but we're running into more and more locked doors. So we may go get that upgrade from Crimson, and we may see if we can find a lead on the last one. Because, man, I want to get in the dead zone. Although, if you need all of the upgrades for that, and we do need to, yeah, we need to check KHX's place. Well, let's see here. So at this point, we've been all over this side of the island. We need, I think it was it Pyramid to get in the Marshall Barracks? And I think we needed Cosmos to get into Deep Factory. So one of those, I imagine we can get from Crimson. So we've pretty well checked most of this side of the island. We're past the dead zone, onto the beach. We haven't checked out the opulent ziggurat. Large temple where most religious ceremonies are conducted. At the end of an island, all the citizens are ritualistically slaughtered by the Syndicate in the temples. Psychic energy offered to the gods. We haven't checked out the Syndicate graveyard. Agra Fields, KHX's workshop. Or the reality folding drive. Need all three for Crying Grudge. That's right, we need all three for Crying Grudge's pyramid. So there's still a lot to do. Plenty to do. We're getting there. we're narrowing down the potential leads, and now we're getting into the weeds of what people are actually claiming about the others, which is pretty interesting stuff. So yeah, pretty cool. I adore this game. I absolutely love this. It's actually going to be painful to wait until next Monday to continue it, but I will do my best to be strong. So, anyway, actually, let me get out of this because we have things to talk about. Back. Y'all are probably wondering what won the vote for our next Monday game. I'm calling it tonight. In fact, I'm calling it this very second. You can no longer vote. Ha 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 ha. I don't think it's going to come as a surprise, though. Yep. With more votes than both of the other options combined, with in fact 3 times as many votes as the second place entry, our next game is going to be Prey. I think you all kind of knew that coming into tonight, but it's official now. Whenever we finish Paradise Killer, I may take like one night after we finish Paradise Killer to do something. But yeah, pretty immediately after we finish Paradise Killer, we'll start Prey. Just so you all know, and I'm going to remind you of this when we start it and probably constantly throughout. I have played Prey before. I've beaten Prey. I did a fairly complete playthrough. But there are 2 distinct styles. 2 distinct ways you can play through Prey. And I played through one way my first time, so I'm going to play through the other this time. Which may actually make for a more interesting playthrough. A bit more frenetic, maybe. But yeah, it'll be good to revisit that game. It's one of my favorite FPSs, like, ever. I really think it does the the whole System Shock 2 thing better than System Shock 2 did itself. So yeah. All right, gang. Schedule. Tomorrow night we are back on Night in the Woods. We'll see where we get with that. Probably another day and a half of progress there. Friday we're gonna be for Christmas Day, Christmas night. We're going to be doing a variety night of Christmassy games. We'll be starting with the Madvent calendar horror jam thing, playing 24 weird, wild, indie horror experiences for that. After that, we'll probably have time to check out Open Sorcery Jingle Bells. Man, oh my god, come back. And then maybe some other Christmassy stuff. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how much time we have, if we have any. And then Saturday. Saturday is very important. I've reminded you all of this a million times at this point. We're going to finish Echo Night, and then after that, I'm going to show you something very cool that I've gotten myself for Christmas that's going to have a big impact on our retro streams for the next few weeks, if not months. So I'm very excited to show you guys that. Share it. And then we will be back on Paradise Killer on Monday. And I don't know. I don't know how long exactly it is. Pretty long game, I think. We may not even finish it next week. I suppose we'll see. I can kind of home in on stuff now that I have meditation, so we'll see how fast it goes. But I suppose it's also a matter of how quickly we get access to important areas and how long it's going to take to like kind of cross question people once we get new information. So we'll see. I'm loving it. Hopefully you guys are too. Thanks for the stream. Happy holidays. If I don't catch the next ones, happy holidays to you as well, too, to be, and to everyone else as well. I will continue streaming. If you're not around, totally understand. It is the holidays, time to spend with family and loved ones. And I understand if you don't count me as a loved one. Because I am some dude on the internet who plays video games for your enjoyment. Entirely fair. Eminently fair. So let me, in fact, send you to some other random person on the internet who's doing and we can check out their stream. Whoa, what? Oh my god, don't. No. I don't want a commercial. I hate commercials. Shut up. No, I especially don't care about Grand Theft Auto. Jesus Christ. But yes, I hope everyone has a lovely holiday. Lovely Christmas, lovely whatever else you might celebrate. Lovely weekend, lovely time off from work, hopefully. Hopefully you're getting a nice break from whatever your occupation is. All right, we're gonna go raid Blue Zest TV. They are playing Egypt Old Kingdom, which is actually a game I've been curious about. uBlock Origin might have updated to get around Twitch's ads again. Haven't seen any of the past few days. I should probably. I might need to try a different ad blocker. You're going to work tomorrow. I'm sorry, Harmby. I'm really sorry. I feel for you greatly. If there was something I could do to help. Anyway, gang. Thanks again for coming out. Thanks for joining me on the weird, wild ride of Paradise Killer. Looking forward to seeing where this takes us. But yeah, hopefully I will see you tomorrow night, Christmas Eve, for more Night in the Woods. It's perhaps thematically not very consistent, but you know what? I'm taking it anyway. So hopefully I'll see you then. Till then, as always, y'all take care. Bye, everybody.